Very, very zen. I like it. Oh, you can hear me double. Them lights on? I think they are. Right. Late. I am literally live at 11, Clash. I am live at 11. I am live at 11. Bang on 11. None of this late business. We're going to have a little chat, people, as well. Because... yeah, we're going to have a little chat. We're going to have a little chat about the live streams. Don't worry. They are still going to be here. We're going to have a little chat about some things. What's going on, Sandy? What's going on, Sven? What's going on, Monty? Welcome in. 3 seconds. No. I've been live for 1 minute. I've not been live for a minute. That's a lie. It says 1 minute and 4 seconds. That is a lie. What's going on, Monty? What is going on, Clasher? Despite me being late. How are we? How are we, Monty? How are we? How did it go, Sven? What's good, United Edits? Welcome back into the stream, brother. Elevator time. I'm going to give it a couple of minutes and we're going to have a little chat about the live streams in a positive way, just as a little heads up to people who have been watching so far and have been watching the VODs and been watching all of that good shenanigans, all that good stuff. Leave a like on the stream, by the way, boys. Completely free. Completely free. Completely free. Make sure you're leaving a like on the stream. What's good, G-Buck? I am doing great, Clasher. We're going to have a little conversation and then we're going to get into some games. We're going to give it a couple of minutes, let people come on in. What video is it, Sven? Sven? I called you Ven then. Sven, we played Liverpool, Lino. Good decision. Elevator time? Mate, do you know what? Honestly, Kempy, when I ended the stream yesterday, I was just sat here and it was still playing. It was still playing for like 2 hours. I was just sat streams at all. In fact, I'm live on a day that I shouldn't be live because, you know, the F1's on, but I care about my community too much, quite clearly. Quite clearly is what's going on right now. Why can I hear myself? Little Brighton job. Let us take in the Prem table for a minute. Go on then. You take in that invincible Prem table with Marcus Rashford as top goal scorer, by the way. Kobbie Mainoo, 5 assists. Some would say that I'm the man to get the best out of Marcus Rashford, and I would agree. Do you have a striker under 10 mil in the first year? You can sometimes bag Marcus Leonardo for that. Mic not working. Mic not working? It says it's working. And in fact, I can debunk that rumour by just going and watching my own live stream, which I will do. Just in case. Yeah, it's working. It's working. No. The mic's not cut out. The mic's not cut out. I can see it. In fact, I swear to God. The mic's not cut out. The mic's not cut out. I've got adverts on my own live stream. The mic's fine. I'm listening to my own stream. I'm going to be honest, chat. I'm going to be honest. If you're trolling me, I'll end the stream and just go again. Because I'll be real. I'll happily watch the F1. The mic is completely fine. I'm listening to it. It's not spiking in OBS. I stay silent. The mic goes. I come back. The mic's up. The mic's not... The mic can't be out. Yeah. See, this is what I mean. What's good, Roy? What's good, Game? What's good, Chris? My best for, honestly, recently would be the Brendan Rodgers one, Chris. What's going on there? Brother, we can't hear you. Mate. Mic is working. Yeah, Kempy's a troll. Kempy might be the biggest troll. We trolling. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're trolling. Okay. 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 My chat has actually come... Okay. Okay. Okay, well... Anyway. Right, let me just send a voice message to Kempy. Right, mate. All I'm going to say is, firstly, I'm actually on my mobile sending you voice notes, so it's nothing to do with my mic for that. It might just be my phone being shite. But what I will say is, you might have me on mute, or you're trolling, if not refresh the stream. We've got four people saying they can hear me. I think you're baiting. But there's an easy way to find this out, chat. One, if my mic's fine. If it's not fine, I'll have to end the stream. So, let me know. This will solve it. This will solve it. Because, you know, I will happily go and watch Liam Lawson put in a few more laps. But I thought I'd be nice. Get the live stream on. You know what I mean? Can't even do that right nowadays. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Can't even do that right nowadays, can I? Can't even go live right. Can't even go live. See, the ones are coming in now. What's going on? What's going on, Begar, as well? Welcome on in. What's going on, Dogan? Danny, what's going on, brother? If you are new here, be sure to subscribe and also leave a like on the stream. It is completely free. Now, we've got two things to talk about before we get into a game that is relevant towards the stream. So, you've an exam an hour and 40 and you're watching the stream. You'll learn all you need to do in here. So, point number one is, essentially, I'm going to undergo a couple of things with the stream. I am toying with the idea. I'm going to say two outcomes because people that have been in the chat watching it since I've been live do need to know this information. So, Danny, it was just to know if my mic was working, mate. Nothing serious. What's going on, Chris? So basically, we are most likely either going to only be live on the days which a tactic isn't coming out, or we are going to be streaming on the days that tactics do come out, but the VODs won't be posted on the same day as the tactic comes out. So, for example, yesterday, when we went live, and then the stream ended, and then my tactic went out, and then later the VOD come out, I think there's a little bit of a situation on YouTube where if you live stream and then put out a video and then put out a VOD, the tactic doesn't really go into people's sub boxes. So just a little update for people. We most likely will be live streaming on the days where a video's not coming out, but at the minute I'm loving streaming and I want to stream every day. So if we do stream on the same day as where a tactic comes out, if you're wondering where the VOD is, it won't be published until it's a day when a tactic doesn't come out. Does that make sense? Just to clarify to everyone, because I want to make sure people know where the content is, but that's sort of the best thing to do for the channel. So the streams are staying the same. There's no downward spiral for the streams, but it's just either going to be, if the stream's live when there's not a tactic coming out, the VOD's going to be up instantly. If we're live when a tactic is coming out, then the VOD won't be out until the next day, if that makes sense. So I'm not saying we will never not stream when a tactic's coming out, but if that is the case, the VOD will not be following it on the same day. Hopefully that makes a lot of sense. Do you know what? I'm gonna play Anthony because he's been hot in this competition. He has been very decent. We'll also give Toby a game as well. Why not? Start Mazraoui. He doesn't really play too much, to be honest with you. Morton's discipline is diabolical this year. Absolutely diabolical. Yoro can play. He can play as well. We'll give Alta, we'll give Alta a game as well. Why not? Why not? Give him a game. Can't by me. Yeah. There's no like issue. There's no like issue with it. Essentially, I don't want to crop them down into like an hour video because the VODs have done very well. Like there's been quite a fair few people going back and just watching the live stream, And the reason why I don't want to edit them down also is because it's not really like a Let's Play series. And the way that I see it, for example, Clasher said, I think it was Clasher, he was saying he has got an exam in 1 hour and 40. If he wanted to, he could then come back and watch the rest of the stream, you know, on the VOD. So that's the importance of the VODs going up as well at some point. Hey, what's going on, Kevin? How are you, brother? If you have just arrived, by the way, people, please do leave a like on the stream. It is completely free and does help out big time. Sesko Jokeres, is it true? Yeah, Sesko clears Jokeres. I much prefer Sesko. Much prefer Sesko. Genuinely think... I really like him. I really like him. I'm Chris Moore, so it's not a dumb question, mate. No such thing as a dumb question, Chris. Well, I guess there could be, but that's not a dumb question. A VOD is... I don't actually know what it stands for, but it is basically... When this live stream finishes, YouTube upload it as a video. So if you miss the live stream, or you can only watch like an hour of a 3-hour live stream, you can go back and you can go and watch the rest. If that makes sense. Are we 1-0 down to... We're 1-0 down here. Really? Really? 1-0 down? Really? Really? Don't like that. We're gonna focus down the wide areas because we can do them over here. There you go, video on demand. I'm being educated, see? No such thing as a dumb question, Chris. I had no idea, and now I feel a little bit silly. Sven, you need about an hour conversation with me, mate. Anthony's getting ripped off, I don't even care. Potentially edits. I mean, both of them haven't, like... I would say Sesko's... maybe not, actually. I wouldn't say any of them are proven, to be honest with you. I wouldn't even say Jokeres is proven. He's not a proven striker. Sesko's not a proven striker. If I could pick one of them, I would take Sesko. I prefer his build. I prefer the way he plays. He is similar to Rasmus, to be honest. Just better, to be fair. I don't want to do this, but we don't really want to take risks, so I'm going to get the better players on. Nice little beat. Did you have... Kempy, if you're still here, mate, did you have any of the F1 on this morning? And anyone in the chat? Anybody have the F1 on? I was bigging up Anthony, but at the moment, mate, we can't get anything going. Can we get a goal here against a team which we should be absolutely thumping into the ground? What is going on? What's going on, Plasma? Well in, Rashi. At least you work hard. He's onside. Jesus. Nearly sent me to sleep. It was a little bit dry, weren't it? It was a little bit dry. But yeah. Right, we are making subs now because we are in the mud. Against a team which we shouldn't really be in the mud against, but we are. Let's bring on Ewik as well, get some proper pace going on, and we are going to push this team up. We need to go, and we need to attack right now because I'm not losing my Invincible spree against this lot. What's going on, Damien? Welcome on in, fella. Okay, Legion. Amad Diallo. Absolutely love it. Beautiful to see. Beautiful to see. The man who's come on, Sonoda robbed of the Red Bull seat. I don't agree with that, but I can see why you'd say it. I'll be real. I just think Lawson's a more suitable man for Max, because he will genuinely die for Max. Get in there, Yoro. There we go. Can I just say, sometimes I sit here and I'm like, do you know what? A stroke of genius, you know what I mean? Just a couple of tactical tweaks, a couple of subs, next thing you know, you're in the lead. I mean, you know what I mean? It's one of them. It's one of them. It's just, you sit back, a couple of tactical tweaks. Honestly, it's just, there's no better feeling making a couple of changes. Next thing you know, you're in the lead. They've switched to a 4-4-2. That's how you know they're panicking. They are worrying big time. They are worrying big time. I mean, it is Basel, so let's just be a little bit humble. They've got Xhaka in midfield. But at the end of the day, as I famously said about 2,000 times yesterday, you can only play who's in front of you, and as it stands, Garnacho can't complete a pass. Come on, Mainu. Thomas. Delit. Here we go. Here we go. Playing out from the back. But so fun to watch the goat in a Ferrari. Max is at Red Bull, mate. That's not going to be appreciated. Go on. Oh, Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw. Luke. Right. Let's lower this line now as well. We don't need to go too over the top. We don't need to be mental anymore. Do you know what? I'm going to say it. Whenever we've played Alte, he's actually been very, very good. He's not really put a foot wrong. Is that commentator's curse potentially coming in? Maybe. It could come in. But as a general rule, he's been quite good, to be honest with you. And this is a game which hasn't been the best for us. We've definitely done better. But if we could... Right, can we switch on? Can we switch on? No, I really like Lewis Johan. I'm just a big Max fan. I do really like Lewis. You can't really question what he's done for the sport and for himself in the sport. I'm not that biased, mate, to say that is, you know, I'm not that biased. I'm not that biased. Go on, Ahmad. Plenty of... the Parsons been off this game. I reckon they've been on the old drink, you know. Go on, Garnacho. Hoyland. Good save. For pure results, Owen, I'll go with my meta 4-2-3-1s. Purely based off results. If you're not fussed about playing the cheesy meta, higher line, gegenpress style, it would be one of those. It would be one of those. It would definitely be one of those, mate. If you're not worried about sort of just playing the cheesy, you know, gegenpress 4-2-3-1, results-wise, one of them, fella. I also, chat, I don't know if you've seen it, but would anybody like to see this week's entire video schedule? I've made a graphic for it, and if you haven't seen it, I will happily share it. I think I've got it on here. I've made an entire graphic for the rest of the week, so you can see what videos are coming out and what tactics. Because I thought, do you know what? For people that have put requests in for like the past 2 weeks, they can finally see what is coming out and what's coming up. So I thought, do you know what? I'll compile it into one graphic. I'd somewhat agree, edits. Okay, Johan, I hear you. Serie A? I'm not too sure, Clasher. Dragon, I'll be honest with you, obviously, yeah. But also, I believe that there is still opportunity for this game. There's still opportunity. You can still have fun on this game if you want to. And there's no point being down in the dumps. There's no point being down in the dumps. Like, at the end of the day, you can be upset the game's been delayed, and I am. But you can download databases, you can do lower league saves, you can still have fun on this game, you know? That is good. That is good, Padmore, but be careful because you can be exploited at the back. That's the only thing I will say. Right, this is what is coming up then on... No, not that one. This is what's coming up. So this is this week. Now, this isn't just for Patreon. I will say, obviously, you get all of these perks on the Patreon. Obviously, we've had a couple of days already, so no days off, mate. No days off. The Sunderland rebuild we've had. The crazy FM24? The crazy 4-2-3... 4-3-2... Well, that's a good typo, isn't it? 4-3-2-3-1. We've had that one. The Girona rebuild comes out today. Tomorrow, we have got the Henrik tactic, which has been requested. I've counted about 37 times. The Millwall rebuild, that's coming out Friday. We've then got a very, very, very good 3-4-2-1. And then we've got a Lyon rebuild coming out. We've got absolutely loads. And I will plug it when it is on the screen. You can get all of the tactic files, console, mobile, rebuild files, everything, all on that Patreon link in the pinned. But of course, they also come out as videos. So you can, you know, that is an option. But I will show you this week's graphic. Because a lot of people come in and they're like, Josh, what's coming up next Friday? What's coming up this, you know, all of this? Is there any good player with 4-star? What team are you playing as, Luca? elevator music just does something. The old elevator music coming in. I will say, by the way, chat, this tactic, at the way that it's going, we'll be getting a video on it, because we're invincible in the Prem, we're still in all the competitions, but we are now playing 2 games, which we could lose both. I'll be honest with you, like, if we are going to lose games, we've got Arsenal, Newcastle, they're not easy. Yeah, Jamie, that I do like a free back. Like, this is a free back at the end of the day. Like, they do work, but you've got to find the balance. So, for example, a good example that's been happening in this stream is we were really good at the back, Jamie. I don't know if you were here yesterday, but I recognise you were, I think, or the day before. You've been in here before, but we were so good at the back. We could defend. We couldn't score. And all it come from, and I'm not going to take credit because it was someone in the chat, was changing from, I think it was what do we have in here? Another DM maybe, or a DLP? We changed it to a Volante, and now we can score goals. So sometimes it is literally the matter of changing, like, one thing. I'm going to be honest. A 4-star. I mean, stars are different in every save, Luca, right? So it's hard to give you an answer just for one sort of player, one team. It's difficult. It's difficult because everyone's got different stars in people's saves. My best advice for you to be, Luca, would probably to find someone on the scouting or the transfers where you can filter up to 2 million or look at loan candidates, because your save is going to be so different to mine and other people's. That would probably be my advice. If anyone in the chat's got any ideas for people that are usually around that sort of ability for about 2 million, or they could get on loan, please do leave a comment in there. That is one thing I do want to see change for next year. I do really want to see the transfers become a little bit more realistic, because it is incredibly frustrating, some of the transfers. Very, very frustrating. Jamie, this tactic isn't on Patreon yet, but I've had like 4 people in the chat demand for it, so I think I am going to put this tactic on Patreon probably tonight. I will put it on there tonight or tomorrow, and then once we win stuff with it, if it does change, I will then obviously put it up there again. Hey, much love, Bogey. Welcome in, or Boggy, should I say? Welcome on in. What? Who is that in the profile picture? I always like looking at people's profile pictures. I always like it. It's interesting. Good shout from Manchester United Edits. But no, Luca, I would either go with a chat suggestion, or I would genuinely go on the scouting, go on the transfers, put in what your sort of restrictions, so 2 million, or just loan candidates. But he's going. Sorry, Kempy, if you're here, I'm sorry, because I know you like him. Lenny Yoro's leaving the club. Lenny Yoro's leaving the club. Next year, he's gone. He has dropped nothing but disappointment since he's been here. He can't play football. What's good, Ethan? What's good, Viking? Welcome on in. He's going next season. I don't care. He's going next season. He nearly cost me the game against City. He nearly cost me the game in the Europa League. He's going. He's going. Next season, he's gone. He is gone. He is gone without a shadow of a doubt. He is an absolute disgrace to the club for me. He's an absolute disgrace. I'm not having it anymore. I'm not having it. He's going. I'm not having it. I've not really got an opinion about Mark Goldbridge, to be fair. I've not really got an opinion. I don't dislike him. Well, not that, dang on that, because it's going to come out very controversially. I've no reason to like him, no reason to not like him. You do need to get your players familiar with it, Jamie. Hey, what's good, the one and only? How are you doing, brother? How are you doing? Yes, Ethan, I have, mate. I watched it up until 10. Then I was doing some bits on the old PC. Big Marky B. What's this? What's this? I need to shut my Discord down, because you guys can probably hear that. And if you've got Discord, you'll think it's you. Right. Well, we're going to go to a 4-back. We're going to play with quite a deep sort of vibe now. I'm not having Lenny Yoro do it to me anymore. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to anyone in the chat that likes him as well. I am sorry, but I'm not having him do it. I'm not having him do it. And also, we can cash in like probably 80 mil. I'm not having it. He's done nothing but disappoint. He's done nothing but disappoint. I can bring in someone better than him quite easily. Well, a Glazer move. Well, I'm sorry, Kempy. Sometimes it's got to be done. Because he has now probably cost me this game against Arsenal. Because he can't... In fact, let's watch it back, shall we? Let's watch it back. Look at him in the air. Look at him in the air. Look at him. Look at him in the air. How can I not be angry? Can I zoom in? Oh, crap, I can't. Look at him in the air. Who goes in for a tackle like that? Look at him. That alone is a red card. That's 2 feet. My guy's flying. I'm just copyright free stuff, Sven. Has he? A two game ban. Hato for centre back. Poor management. That could have broken his leg. That could have broken his leg. In fact, 1 second. Can I... Oh, I can't at the moment. I can't at the moment. Okay. I will after the game. It's alright, Bushmate. This is like our first real big game. They reset Jamie. Unless you save the mid-game, that is. Zabrani, he's not really... He's no better than Yoro, to be fair, in terms of quality. I'd need someone like a Bastoni or someone just a bit more experienced. Nah, Ethan, Yoro's gone. He nearly cost me... He nearly cost me the Liverpool derby... The literal Manchester derby. He got subbed off in the Manchester derby 6 minutes in. And he got subbed off in 30 minutes in the Liverpool derby. He isn't... He's not... I shouldn't have played him in this game. He can't hack playing anyone above sort of Basil's level. Or Basel, should I say, sorry. And well done, Yoro. Well done. Well done. Well done. Our invincible spree is now gone thanks to you. Honestly, I can't wait to get rid of him. What's good, Derek? Welcome in. Derek, I'm not being funny, mate. It's not just that challenge, all right? I do like... This is what I do like about my community here, because we have a little back and forth about players. The performances have been ridiculous. It's not just about the red card. It's about his performance against City. His performance against Liverpool. His performance against... Oh, look on the calendar. He is not suited for this club, and he will learn the hard way. Right. Actually, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Cobby is shattered. We may as well go for this now. We may as well try something. Josh out. Apart from this game, we do need... The thing is, we've still got young players. Like, our team is not old. Our team's not old. I will sign someone. I'll look on the market after this game. We'll discuss this as a chat. You play a very important role in my save as well. But I will be making executive decisions when it comes to players that are potentially going to cost me trophies. And Yoro is nothing but a liability. Good save. Sergio Ramos. All youth. What's going on, Akbar? Yeah, Teston was a little bit slow, I think. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Obviously, you can't really treat the times with much sort of anything about it because different fuel loads, engine modes, you can't really treat... The timings don't really mean anything and probably until, like, either the last day, potentially. And even then, you got people doing different strategies. So, just cool to see the cars out on track, innit? You know what I mean? but you can't really pay too much attention to the times and things like that. You can't really deep the times too much, but it is good to see people like Antonelli up there, because at least he didn't really have any incidents. I know Lawson had a bit of an off, but he saved it, so that's good to see. Perez would have put it in a wall. Go on, Garnacho, go on. Unlucky, unlucky, unlucky. I'm really angry, I'm going to be honest. I am so annoyed with Lenny Yoro. It is unbelievable. And in fact, I'm going to try and salvage this invincible spree. I'm just going to try and go for it. There's no harm now. We may as well attempt to go for it. I doubt it will happen, but it's an absolute joke. I didn't see anyone, Ethan. Lawson had a bit of an off. Hamilton had a couple of ropey moments, but it's going to happen, innit? You know what I mean? It's testing at the end of the day. No more subs. Okay, right. We'll go for it, but I think this is probably going to be it, to be honest with you. And there we go, chat. Finally, after a... Whoa, what is going on with my game? After a big run, we are going to finally lose a game. Finally lose a game. Fair play to Mainu, he deserves that. We are going to finally lose a game after all of this run, and there's one thing that has to be done. No. He can learn. He can learn. He can learn. And trust me, he will come back a better man. He will come back a better man. He needs to learn what he has done. He needs to learn what he has done. He has really, really, really affected me here. He needs to learn what he has done. And a lot of people won't like what I've just done. A lot of people won't like it. A lot of people won't. And do you know what? Fair play. But sometimes you got... That's not ideal. Sometimes you got to make these decisions. Demote Lenny to the under... Mate, he's gone. Right, the FA... Let's just skip that because we'll get... Yeah, we can beat Brighton. We can beat them. We can beat them. Kempy. Yeah, it would have been fine, but did you also... You missed out a key part of information there. He refused to have a goal set for him. He didn't want a goal set for him. Now, do you know what that tells me? That tells me that he knows he's not going to improve. That tells me even he knows he's no good. Even he doesn't believe himself. So if he doesn't believe in himself, how can I believe in him? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? How can I sit here and be happy with him and praise him and do all this stuff? You know what I mean? Right, I do want to quickly say a big thank you to Robin Kiesel and also Nathan Allen. If you're in the live stream, much love for joining the Patreon. You've been entered into the giveaway, pretty close to the deadline, but you're in the giveaway. If anyone else is interested, you can click the pin link top of the chat as well. Much love for you too. Right, let's go on in against Newcastle. And hope you get sacked is wild, by the way. Josh Ten Hag. Do I look like Ten Hag? Shaw's injured. Okay, we can start Malacia then. Right, against Newcastle. Let's see if in an ideal world, pretty common sense, what I'm about to say, we would, you know, we're going to win this game. Because if we start losing games now, this might be sort of the mid-season slump, which no one likes to see. I'm quite worried, actually. Oh, what's going on? Are you comparing me to Ten Hag and Sancho? One in the chat if you think I've mistreated Lenny Yoro. One in the chat if you think I've mistreated him. If you think I mistreated Lenny, let me know. Why you not play Luis? He just doesn't play every game. Ugarte's... And this is what I mean. This is what I mean now. This is what I mean. One mistake led to a loss, and now our heads are gone. Oh, the mid-season. The mid-season. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. The Sunderland videos, Sven. It's on Daily Josh. We tried to sell him, Derek. We tried to. No one wanted him, brother. Nobody wanted him. Oh, no, 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 no. Because this is it now. This is it. The downfall begins. The downfall begins. The Joshua Daly downfall. Kobbie Mainoo back into Marcus. Oh, so unlucky. It's so unlucky. Oh, no. The downfall has begun. The downfall's begun. The downfall has begun. United team behaviour. What's good, Fen? I can't believe what I'm seeing. I can't believe what the team has fallen. The team has fallen apart. Oh, no. No, no, no. From first to fourth in 2 games. Oh, no. No, no, no. Right, well, I'm making changes right off the bat. He's coming off. Oh, no. No, no, no. It's the downfall. It is actually the downfall. I'm not getting sacked. I need to talk to the players. I need to talk to him. Okay, Fen. Okay. I need to talk to him. I need to talk to him. Nah, Tim, we can't allow that. We can't allow it. It's just like a mid-season slump to make the game interesting. Same with you with Brighton, mate. I honestly can't believe what I'm seeing. Do you know, like, when you just can't take in what you've just seen? Look, people shouldn't be boycotting Luca. People should be getting involved. People should be supporting me. Players, they need to grow up. Thank you, Monty. The second team, Derek. Here comes the Ten Hag excuses. No, because, right, hear me out, okay? We are building a project, and I can promise you this one thing. The players will go out there and give everything for this club. Everything for the club. The players I put out on this pitch will give everything. They always do. They always will. And we'll go out to every game, and we'll give everything. And we will win a trophy. We will win a trophy. It might take 2 years. It could take 3. But we've got a system in place, we stick to the system, and we just need the fans behind us. Trust the process. I sound like Arteta. Oh my days. Trust the process, people. Trust the process. I don't know how he's missed that. I didn't want to discuss it. I thought I'd let it go on. Back the manager, sack the players, Josh Daly in. That's my goat, Fen. We're not getting sacked. We're not getting sacked. Marcus. Rasmus! It's not over yet. Or another highlight. No, we've not lost the fans. We've not lost the fans. 1 in the chat if you still back me, 2 if you don't. I want to see what the fan feedback is. 1 if you back me, 2 if you don't. I need to know what the feedback is. I need to know what the feedback is. I need to know. I'm quite worried now. I'm actually quite nervous. Oh, that is a set piece. There's no one up there. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Just, nah, no one's backing me. See? Oh, no, there's more 2s than 1s. Oh, no. Oh, there's a lot of 2s. Right. Okay. Let me get into the dressing room. Let me just talk to these players, okay? Not in this screen. Right. I'm nervous. Right. Team cohesion, excellent. Club atmosphere, excellent. Managerial support, good. Good, lads. Well in. Well in, boys. See, they all back the manager. They all back the manager. They trust me. We are now on back-to-back losses, but we are now playing Everton. So if we lose against Everton, we might need to start having a little conversation, okay? If we do lose against Everton, I might hold my hands up and say maybe Lenny Yoro did get mistreated. But I mean, how is Lenny? How is he? How, you know? In fact, it's probably easy to do this to get to him now. How is he? Anybody want him yet? Okay, Fen. Okay. My assistant manager? Carlos Finish. Probably said that wrong. Definitely said that wrong. Right, Everton up next. 17th in the league. An opportunity to get back onto fine form. We have just lost back-to-back Premier League games. So we do need to pick up some points. How tight is this league table? It's still very doable, this. It's still very, very doable. Very, very, very doable, this one. Is he the leak? T? Rasmus is also going to be leaving at some point. To be honest with you, T, none of them are going to get sold at the minute because nobody wants them. It's not like a Yoro is only getting sold, not because I think he's okay in real life, but in the game, he is honestly not all that. And I can't have any failures at the club. I can't. Right. Nope, we're going to start Sesko. We'll also give Garnacho a start. Diallo. Mazraoui can play a game. He doesn't play that much anymore. We will start Luis. We will also start Morton. Malacia can play. Get Anthony on the bench as well, because I might give him some minutes. I might give him some minutes, you know. Little treat. Get rid. Mate, if Madrid come in with a bid, they can have Yoro. I would take 60 million. Anything above 60 mil, he can happily go. He can happily go. 60 million upwards, he's gone. Genuinely. Happily. But let's focus on this now, because we do need to start winning games. And we've just lost 2 back-to-back. To Bio. Into Mazraoui. Bit of confidence needed right now. We've just had a conversation with him, remember? Unlucky, Sesko. Look, we don't want Josh out. No. I'm seeing this get put in the chat more and more. I'm seeing this get put in the chat a lot more now. Josh out, Josh leave, all of this. Come on. Come on. We don't want that. We don't want that. If you are new to the stream, by the way, people, be sure to leave a like on it. It is completely free and helps out big time. So if you are interested, you know where to hit the old like button below. Ball in. We had that on Akbar, and we ended up having a load of sort of dominant stat lines. Possession we had. We were dominating the ball, but we weren't really taking enough shots. We took it off, and we have been better. To be honest, the 2 games we lost were against Arsenal and Newcastle. Arsenal we lost because of Yoro, and Newcastle was just a dip in form. Bring Ten Hag back home. Josh in, that's quite nice. I like that comment. Amad Diallo. Bring back Ollie. Okay. Right. If we slip up to Everton here, I'm going to worry. Well, into Bio. Into Ahmad. Back into Tabio. Into Mazraoui. Here we go. Let's get the play going, lads. Tabio. Mazraoui. This is good. Tabio. Playing out from the back. Back into Delit. Look at this. Look at this, chat. Look at the play here. Oh my. Then you get Garnacho, don't you? You always get one. You get Garnacho letting me down now. Oh, I say that. He's working hard now. Well in, Morton. Into Garnacho. Into Garnacho. What's good, Villain? Or Villian, shall I say? I always get that wrong. I do apologise. What's good, Trey? I'm going through a downfall at the moment. To anyone new in the stream, the team's in an absolute mess. Did I see Calvert-Lewin to score first? I did, didn't I? I did. I did read it right. I thought I read it wrong. Look at the stat lines. Look at the stat lines. What's going on, Herlock? There's something going on here. There's something going on. There's actually something going on. Two bookings in a minute. How is that even... No, how is that even possible? I can't believe what I'm seeing. I can't believe what I'm seeing this team do to me. I can't believe what I'm seeing. I didn't think the lads would do this to me. Do you know what it is? What did Roy Keane say when Pogba and that were at the club? Leopards don't change their spots, wasn't it? Or tigers don't change their stripes. Kirkez is a very good player. Potential to come in here. Okay, actual. Yes, Sandy, it is. I tell you what. Scotsman, we were first invincible. Lenny Yoro, I'll put it this way, Scotsman, he's on the transfer list and is in the under-21s. He nearly cost me the Man City derby, the Liverpool derby, a Europa League game, and he got sent off in like 7 minutes against Arsenal. He's going. I'm not having him. I'm not having him. I'm not having him at the club. I don't want him at the club. I don't want him. I don't want him at the club anymore. Might actually get him on for the pace. In fact, we'll get Cobby on. Prioritise him. Nah, Euro's not getting... Scotsman, he's not playing for my team. He's not playing for this team. We're now on a downward spiral. We lost against Arsenal because of him. We lost against Newcastle because they were just better. And now we can't get a goal against Everton. The players back me though, Scotsman. The players love me. Malacia! Pluck one of them ones out. Who doubted him then? Who doubted him? Because Malacia of all people... Malacia of all people... Now that's a guy who will be getting a new contract if he keeps that up. Because he wants to be at the club. He's not afraid to show his love for the club. He loves it. That is incredible. Malacia is going to be the difference. Dorgu's out on loan, Derek. Get some experience. Yeah, and the player that everyone said must go, must leave, he's toxic, he doesn't work hard, he's awful, has scored. He scored. Marcus Rashford, the man who should have been sold and was transfer listed and offered out 7 times, has scored. We now lead Everton 2-0, and do you know what? Hang on a second there, it's not over. Okay, it could be over. It could be over now. I tell you what, do you know what? It wasn't pretty. The stat lines are incredible. We've been all over them. But the game wasn't pretty. We've got the job done, and hopefully we can move on. I think, you know, maybe we're slowly finding our way back. Josh is the most anti-United manager in the world. That's why Dorgu and Euro... Dorgu's not gone. He's just out on loan. And in fact, let's go and see how Dorgu's doing, because you are about to eat your words, because I guarantee he is having a great season out on loan, improving himself. Let's go and have a little look. So I loaned him out to Lens, a very easy league to play in. And as you can see, he's doing really, really well. 2 goals, 2 assists, 6.89. He'll come back and we can cash in on him for like 30 million. That's a joke. Before anyone starts panicking. Okay, this is a really bold question to ask, Scotsman. Oh no. Flying Scotsman, are you still in here? I genuinely don't know the answer to this question, okay? Do you support Celtic? Or are you a Rangers fan? Or aren't you any of them fans? Coach getting bailed out. I'm not blind. Josh out still. No. I didn't get bailed out. Are you saying I got bailed out by Malacia? You are indeed. Scotsman, let me win this game, yeah? I sort of need it for my job. Right, let me just quickly... Let's just check in on Euro. We will keep talking to Lenny Euro, and he will accept a move. He will. To be honest with you, have we got a game coming up that's like a guaranteed win? I will start him against Crawley. I will let him play against Crawley. I'll let him play against Lokomotivia. I won't let him play against Lens because he'll probably get done over. I'll let him play against Crawley. What's going on, Smith? Welcome in. I will give him a couple of games just to show me something. I'm not going to loan Euro. No. Right, here we go then against the mighty White and Greens. That's not even anywhere near what they say, is it? Well, we're not playing him there. We'll play him. We will also play... I'm going to get a little bit cheeky with it. I'll play Anthony for a bit. What's going on, Purcell? How we doing, brother? Derek, I've got an agenda. It's Ten Hag Sancho treatment. What's going on, Francisco? Welcome back in the building. It's the Ten Hag treatment coming back, okay? The Ten Hag treatment to Jadon Sancho. It's back in full flow. We will actually start... let's start Luis for this game. Cobby's been playing really well, so we will keep him. And we'll start Malacia because he had a really good game. Yeah, let's run it. I'm doing great, Purcell. Thanks for asking, buddy. Thanks for popping in, by the way. I know you're not always on this platform, so it does mean a lot. It really does. I do appreciate anyone in this stream. Be sure to leave a little like on it because it does push it to new beautiful faces. Oh, wow. The weather is diabolical out there. Good God. Okay. Woodwork in 8 minutes. Not what the doctor... Look at this, chat. Look at this. Look at the play. This is without Lenny Yoro. This is without Yoro. He couldn't do that. Look at what Tabio does. Look at that. Look at that pass. We're incredible. We are so better without Yoro in the back line. We're so better. Ball in. Unlucky. Unlucky. I tell you what. It's as clear as day. Clear as day. You take him out the back line. You can play this way. Free my guy Sancho. He's on loan at Madrid in this save, buddy. Look at Malacia in there. He still wants to play. He still wants to play for the team. That's not ideal from De Ligt, that. I'll be honest with you. He's offside. I think he's offside. He should be off. If he's not offside, that's on De Ligt. And he's also getting sold. So, yeah, De Ligt's gone. De Ligt's gone. De Ligt's going. De Ligt's being sold. I'm not having that either. In fact, I'm going to change that right now. This cover thing does work in some scenarios, but majority it doesn't, so it's going. Derek, I'm not having... Euro let me down. Like I said, I'll start him against Crawley. If he does well against Crawley, I'll then play him in that other game. If he does well in that game, I'll play him against a relegation team. He does well in that game, I'll play him against a top sort of 12 team. He needs to earn my trust. He needs to earn my trust. Every player here has earned my trust. There's some who have not earned my trust, granted. De Ligt just has to play. It's one of them. I need to trust the players on the pitch. And at the moment, I trust De Ligt more than I do Euro, which is why he gets advantage. I trust Martinez. I really trust Stabio. You know, it's one of them things. Like Anthony, I don't fully trust. Hence why he's being ripped off. He's gone. We're going to get Diallo on. And we're going to go again. We're going to go again. Come on, boys. What has happened to us? You might be right, Fen. Go on, little error. Little error. Win it back. Get in. And he's onside. Garnacho will take it. 1-1. Good lad. Good lad. Good lad. Good shout, to be fair, Mika Marmo. Good shout. Very, very good player. Your management style is like the film Split. 17 different characters in one. No, mate, it's quite simple to play in my system. You need one fit. You need one thing to play in my system. You need one thing to play in my system. And do you know what it is? Passion. That's all you need. You need determination and passion. And Euro isn't showing it. He's sloppy on the ball. He can't pass. He gets destroyed one-on-one. I don't want to do it, but I can't play him when he's like that. Have we got... We do have Ben Sesko. Let's get him on. Get him on up front. Branthwaite's not developed that well on here. I'll be real, people. He's not developed that well. Off the bar. That is unlucky. Keep it a lot. Oh, unlucky. I'm sorry, Vinny. Kempy, there's different types of passion. There's passion which, you know, is healthily challenged. You channeled. You channel your passion correctly. And then there's just being an idiot. And what he done put me on a very bad run. Sesko is better than Højlund, I would agree. That is why we signed the absolute unit himself. I'm not Thunder. I personally won't be using the new match engine because I think it's unfair on the viewers, because if I'm playing on a different match engine, especially when it comes to tactics, I'm going to get very, very different results. So I'm personally not going to change it. I probably won't change it, to be honest with you, because I just don't think it's going to be too fair. It's in the instructions, Luca. I can go. You can have like a minimum. I think I can show you after this. What skins work the Space Gold, Hafiz? I would have treated Keane the same way. If he was that age and he would have done that, he would have been sent to the under-21s. Right. Come on, lads. Let's try and get a winner. Let's try and get a winner. We started off so well this season. Don't let one man ruin your flow. If he is onside, okay, I was going to say, Derek, it is going to probably happen next season. Schlotterbeck, good centre back. Not like this. Not like this. Not like this. Please, not like this. Not a loss to Celtic in this minute. Not the 94th. I have gone attacking, so it is on me. Not like this. Not like this. Not like this. Win it back. Put a challenge in. Well in. Sesko, run. Look. There he is. There he is. Look at the overlap. Well in, Bruno. Well in. Well in. Penalty. Oh, he's miles outside the box. Ball in. Sesko. Pen. Handball. Offside. One of them. It's unlucky. It's unlucky. It's unlucky. No, we weren't the better team, really, to be honest with you. It's a very equal game. A very, very equal game. A very equal game. Yeah, boys, get a win. You're right, done. Mate, Vinny, I'll happily answer your question. Happily answer your question. You were someone who supported me on Twitch for a very long time, so you've got every right to ask that question. The reason why I prefer streaming on YouTube is because multiple reasons. So the first one would be I like streaming on YouTube because all of my content is then in one place. So people that would watch have watched my videos for a couple of years now, some of them might not use Twitch. For example, they might not even know I stream on Twitch, for example. The second thing is I don't like what Twitch stands for. They've got some really bad stuff being streamed on that platform. I don't really like how they treat their creators in terms of revenue splits, in terms of other things as well. And also, the other bonus to YouTube is that I can come on, I can stream, my VODs get published automatically on my YouTube page, which is the best place for it to be. So people can go back and watch it. You can rewind a live stream that has been live. It makes me... It's also the fact of, like, it's not a hidden fact I've got a Patreon. We know I've got a Patreon. I don't also want to be on Twitch saying, like, yeah, guys, use your primes, drop gifted subs. If people want to show love back, they can click the Patreon link, all in one place. They get all of my tactics, rebuilds, loads of other perks as well. And I'm not promoting, like, two different things. So I don't feel as, like, you know, I don't want to be that guy that is, like, Patreon, Twitch subs, you know? I want to be just in one boat, one category, and... this is like the best place to do it. And also just the chat. The chat has been very nice since I've been live. And it's just a nice chilled out vibe. It's quite nice not to have all like the bit alerts coming in and, you know, like just loud sound effects. There's multiple reasons, man. I'll be real. There's quite a fair few. We do have a Patreon, Clasher. Not many people know. No, we do have a Patreon. We do. Yeah, Scotsman, I mean, it is. If you want to say it like, well, we're not going right into this game, we need to talk. What's going on, Kieran? Now, I don't know if people in the chat know this about me, but if Kempy is aware, he knows. If there's one manager I would help out, it would be Simone. I love him. I absolutely love Simone. I absolutely love him. Now, the question is... Ho, ho, ho. How much did we pay for him? I forgot how much we paid for him. The question is, do we negotiate with Madrid? Do we negotiate? We've already got 61 million. We are talking about potentially bringing in, well, we could get Bastoni, we could get Romero, we could get some Ignacio. We could genuinely fund it without spending any of our own money. I love Simone. I love him, Sandy. I just love his game style. Genuinely, that's not even bait. I absolutely love Simone. Scalvini. Scalvini, mate. About 50 million. Damn it. Damn it. I'm not going to get stung for him. I'm not going to get ripped off at the end of the day. We'll get money for him. We'll get fair money for him. We're not going to get ripped off. Like, I want to get rid of him, but it's not, like, urgent. But it kind of is, because he's in the under 20. What is going on with my screen? Okay. Okay. What even is going on? He's sick, by the way, Bruno, for his age. We'll play Sesko. I feel like we need... Mate, the screen's so buggy. You literally... Does that work? No? That kind of works. You're just missing their abilities. And they're all over the gaff. Very, very weird. Very weird. Let's just send it. Let's just send it. We've got to try and start winning some games now. We sort of... We got the win against Everton. We lost against, obviously, Arsenal, Newcastle. Drew against Celtic. A win against Tottenham here would be a bit of a bounce back, to be honest with you. They do have a very good team, though. Horta on the left-hand side now. It's decent. And we are... Look how close this is. I mean, it is a bit of a blockbuster. The only positive to what's happened today is at least we're playing a lot of our big games back-to-back. That is one of the good things. We can go, hopefully, on an easier run again. 57 million? If we can get that back, I would seriously consider selling him. If we can get it back. It is a big if, though. It is a big if. What did Vinny put? I see. Yeah, there's just a few reasons behind it, Vinny. Like, I'm not gonna say the words, but how can I say it without actually saying it the way that I want to? I'm not saying that this is like the Oh, I don't think I can get in trouble. Like the #1 platform to stream on, but for me, it suits me really, really well. So I may as well just give it a go, you know? And I am really enjoying it. Really enjoying it. I don't like what I'm seeing here. I don't like what I'm seeing here at all. We've got a highlight, though. Shaw, back into Martinez, into Mainu, into Ugarte. Oh, no. Rashford's injured as well. I mean, this now feels like I'm watching United in real life. This now feels official. It feels like I'm watching... We've got everything going on. We've got a falling out between a manager and a player. We've got performances dropping in quality. We're losing to Tottenham. So it's an actual simulation. It's an actual simulation. We've got everything ticked off. We've got everything ticked off. Sorry, I'm pausing this a second. Let's just realise this, okay? We have got a manager and player situation. We have got big transfer talks. We have got a drop in performance. We're losing to Tottenham. It's all going on. Oh my god, the chat's turned against me. We've got it all going on. It's literally identical. All we need now is staff layoffs. He's offside. He's offside. He's offside, he's offside, he's offside. He's offside. Oh, he's onside. Okay. Is he? Is he onside? Oh, well, I'll take it. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to... Patience. There you go. Kevin knows. Patience. Trust the system. I mean, it's just the way it happened. I knew it was disallowed. It's just the way it happens. It's just, it is offside, but it's the way how, so it's so easy. It's so easy for people. Right. Manchester United. Paying the refs. We're not distracted by the F1. No, Kempy, it's offside. It's not bailing out. It's offside. It's, you know, I don't know. Get the circus out of town. Danny. Trust the process. Bro's paid VAR. I have not paid VAR. It's a clear decision. A clear decision. In fact, why am I doing that? Let's put... No, it was Luis that just come on, wasn't it? Let's actually get Rasmus on for the last bit. Better to make an attack and sub very late on. See what he can do. There is a process, Danny. Right, okay. Do you know what? It's another draw. But it is a point in the top 4 battle. And the table is looking close. The table's looking close. There is... Look how close this is. To be honest, the top 7 is all very close. Is that them next? Oh, oh, he can't even play, can he? I don't think Yoro can even play. Oh, he can. I think he can. We'll see when we get into the game. Be 6 points clear if Yoro was... No, we wouldn't. Yoro would have cost us. To be honest, in fact, can we even see it? We can go back onto the calendar. It was these games here. So it was this game here. Yoro started that game. He got pulled off after 7 minutes because he was a reason why... Actually, it wasn't 7 minutes. It was a minute because he literally got ruined by Haaland and we kept him on. He then literally got ruined again. They missed. He got stripped off the pitch. It was then against Malmo, I believe. He started. We pulled him off. He was shocking. And then it was a Liverpool game as well. It's 3 performances, a mixture of big teams and Malmo. And luckily, Anthony bailed us out against Malmo. You know what I mean? You can't... How can I put this... How can I put this in a real-life situation for you boys and girls? How can I put this in a real-life situation? Okay, right. Say you've got a pair... Say you've got 2 pairs of shoes. You've got 2 pairs of shoes. If a pair are a little bit beaten up and a little bit dirty and a little bit sort of, you know, beaten, they're not really much use anymore, they've got rips in them, you know, they make your feet cold, all of that sort of stuff, you don't use them, do you? You wear the new ones. And that is what I'm comparing Yoro to, an old pair of shoes. And the likes of Tabio, a brand new pair of shoes. Comfortable, you know, nice to use. That's the way we're going to describe it. It's a very weird comparison, but it will get the job done. Tabio didn't, Viking. Tabio didn't. Be sure to leave a like on the old stream, people. I can see the emojis being spammed with the hundreds. Love to see it. Right, Yoro can play. Right. Yoro is... In fact, let's do that, just so there's no excuse. Yoro is going to get a chance to play. Yoro is getting a chance to play. Okay? Yoro is playing. Yoro is going to play this game against Crawley. If he does well in this game, he will play in the next European tie. He does well in that game, he plays relegation teams. He does well in a couple of those, he plays top half team, or sort of mid-table teams. He does well in them, he gets trusted for top 6 teams. He does well in a few of those, he gets trusted back into the first team. He's got to build up the confidence. He has to build... I can't have players in the team I don't trust. I've already got that with some players that I'm forced to use. Yoro, I'm not forced to use. I don't want goals. I'm not fussed about goals. He just needs to... A clean sheet. If it's a howler from Araujo or Tabio, fine. Not his fault. But if I see a weakness in his game against Crawley, he's gone. Right. Collihead's injured. Okay. So we'll also start... do you know what? We'll play a fair bit of youth. We'll play a fair bit of youth. We're not going to give Anthony a chance. He's been pretty bad the last couple of games. We will change the midfield, though. Luis needs a lot more game time, bless him. And we will also play... We'll keep it like that. We'll keep it like that. We want some decent players on. I'm not going Ten Hag. I'm not going Ten Hag. I'm playing him against Crawley. He should keep a clean sheet. But obviously, if Onana has a stinker or his centre-back partner gives it away, I'm not gonna blame him. What's good? Well, welcome back, Pacino. Welcome in. So it's a 3-minute booking for Mazraoui. So if Mazraoui gets sent off, I'll put Yoro to the other side so that he can't have that as an excuse. You know what I mean? Because I won't have it. A set piece. Ahmad's gonna step. There's a lot of space there. Malacia. Do you know what? He has been a player that has surprised me pleasantly. He has been so good for me. He has been so good. Here we go. Yoro. Good pass. Good pass. So far, so good. Yoro again. Good pass. Give it back to him. Okay, we can go direct. Good. Good. Okay, so far so good. I am not going to be biased against him. If he does stuff well, we are playing Crawley, but if we do stuff well, I will compliment him. And so far, he has been fine. I'm really only watching him. Let me tag him. I can't click him. Garnacho, Luis, Ahmad, 2. Should be onside as well. Should be just about onside. It was a bit of a slow pass into him, I will say. I don't know if he was just off. Oh, disallowed. That is peak. That is... I don't know why I don't look at that. For anyone that doesn't know, you probably do. If the player's arms don't go like that, then it is offside. Okay. Okay. A chance for Lenny here. That's a bad ball in. Not his fault. Not his fault. Not his fault at all. That's a kick. Good touch from Yoro to touch that down. And a good ball. So far, so good. Great ball from Mazraoui. Into Ahmad. Back into Mazraoui. Inside. Unlucky. Unlucky. I feel like I've given Cheeto quite a lot of opportunity at the moment. I've given him like 7 games this season, including the friendlies, and he is yet to score. And he has played some pretty average teams. I will be honest. Not quite the sort of performance I was after. Back into Yoro. That's good. I don't hate that at all. Good ball in. Malacia. 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 Right. I'm going to say it right now, chat. He's getting a new contract. And he might be the reason. He could be a reason why Dorgu sits on the bench. Malacia is... Whenever he plays for me, he is absolutely incredible. He is such a good player. Genuinely, such a good player. Such a good player. Easy collection. Well in. Well in. What's going on, Plasma? Be sure to leave a like on the stream, by the way, people, if you haven't already. Absolute legends. Into Yoro. Into Mazraoui. Into Ahmad. That's not great. Tabio. Back into Malacia. 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 The guy does not put a foot wrong. He's here again. Garnacho. Beautiful. This is more like it. Goals coming in. Goals coming in constantly. From the left back and the left wing. Beautiful. Euro dropping a masterclass. He hasn't put a foot wrong, so I'm not going to disagree. I'm not going to disagree. I'm not going to be biased for the fun of it. I'm not here to put on a persona. I'm here to win trophies. If he plays well, I'll credit him. I've not got any issue against anyone at the club. I'm not like that. Oh, that is dirty. That is dirty. Hey, much love, Plasma. Again, anyone that does dip, please do leave the stream up. It helps out big time. Absolute legends. Right, so at the moment, Euro is just about edging the back line, to be fair. So I'm gonna, I'm not gonna give him. I'll give him praise at the end of the game. At the moment, he is doing very, very well. I'm not gonna take him off. He can stay on. In fact, I will keep the same players on for now. It's a really good performance. I don't hate it. And as it stands, unless there is any real, I mean, to be honest, I'm not gonna say it. I will say it. Hopefully I don't jinx it. If he does have a howler, I will still play him for that European tie, because he has played well overall. Good pass again. Euro again. Good give and go. Good play. Good play. And this is why, as a manager, I'm not afraid to make the big calls. I'll send him to the under-21s, because he's sat there in that training camp with the under-21 players thinking, oh, what have I done? I've let down my manager. My career's fallen to bits. And he'll try. He'll try harder. And that's what I want. That's what I want. I want players to feel like they need to give everything. And he has given everything. A goal from Tabio. Now, some would say maybe it should be Euro, but obviously Tabio is sort of the main centre-back, isn't he? So we've got to be humble with him a little bit. A Josh masterclass. Kempy, we are, you know for yourself, we are doing a great job with this team. Table-wise, competition-wise, as it stands, we are doing a great job. We're doing a great job. The progression's been unreal for one season. Absolutely unreal. It's just come on. It's just come on. Right, I'm going to say it now. Okay. I'm going to say it now, and I am sorry. I've decided a move for next season. We are going to be loaning out Cheeto. We're going to loan out Cheeto because he's had like 7 or 8 opportunities now against small teams. He hasn't scored. Euro. Now, I said it 2 minutes ago. He will not be scrutinised off one mistake because he has played well. But that's what I mean about Euro. He's not quite ready. That's what I mean. But he will still be played because he's earned that right. So he needs to look back at what he's just done and realise he needs to improve. I would somewhat agree, Nathan, in the game I'm talking about. Ball in. Oh, my Sesko. Sesko. So man of the match is going to comfortably go to Mainu. He's really controlled the play, so fair play. It's a very, very good game. And I would like to... Big Boom, we're trying to play somewhat of an Amorim style game. Hopefully you're all good though, brother. Welcome on in. Be sure to leave the like button, everyone. Leave a like on the button. Leave a like on the streamer, people. We are going to go and talk to Euro. Good feedback. Good feedback, to be fair. Good feedback. Very good feedback. I like that. He took it well. He moved on. 14th. He can play that game. It's okay. They're 14th in the league. Even Euro can't mess up against them, I don't think. If he does, then once again, he proves me wrong. But I don't think even Euro can put a foot wrong. Why would I want to? It's realistic, isn't it, Big Boom? I'm not saying... And to be fair, hang on a second. There's nothing wrong with the Amorim style. It's the players don't suit it. You know what I mean? Also, 4-3-1-2, we've got wingers. My feedback for you, leave the club. We are literally... We're progressing in everything, Kempy. Let's start the draw. Let's see who we get. Let's share this moment together. Chelsea. Hey, much love for the sub, my people. Be sure to spam the old sub button. It is completely free. Danny, compare this to real life United. Look how many wins we have got this season. And draws. Some of the draws are acceptable. This was a very interesting run. I want that sort of price tag for him. Big Boom, I feel like if he changes his style, though, he's just admitting defeat, isn't he? I know you could also argue he's being stubborn. I get it. I do get it. You can also just argue that he's being too stubborn. I'm going to say my answer right away, so people know what page I'm on. I think he should stick with what he's got. In the chat, if you're at your keyboards, oh my God. 1 in the chat if you think Amarin should change his style. 2 if he should stick. We're not going to loan him. I think he should stick, personally, because I think... I did say this to Kempy the other day. If you want results for now, you'd switch. But for long term, you don't switch, you know what I mean? Dortmund, we're not going to loan him out. Couple of 1s, few 2s, quite a fair few 2s. 2s? It's one of them, innit? Like, Kempy said it very well to me the other day. He was saying that, like, if you think about it, say that we change style this season and we get a few more good results, fine. But we're not going to get European football this season. So to be honest, it doesn't really matter where we finish. So we may as well just suck it up and keep on playing the formation that he wants to play, and hopefully next year is better. Exactly, Scotsman. Literally bang on. Right, Euro can play, and of course he's suspended, isn't he? He won't play this game. He can play the game that we agreed on. They'll qualify for the championship. We could win to be fair, Scotty, that is the only way we get Champions League football, obviously, is from winning the Europa League. You're not wrong there, Scotty. Sorry, mate. Completely had a blank there. Completely had a blank. Right, against Leeds it is then. 14th in the league. Yeah, I can see your point, edits. I used the work the space gold, by the way, Rayan. Work the space gold. A little bit of WTS. Right, let's try and get a winner. I'm going to go 2-1 Manchester United, Tim. I think Ipswich go 1-0 up as well. But I think we will win the game. I just feel like whoever we play, I thought it was going to be a card then. Whoever we play, I feel like will score against us. Oh, Sesko. I've just got a feeling they will score. Yes, Abby, it is coming very shortly. It won't be this week, I will be honest. It could be next week. Worst case scenario, the week after. Come on, Ahmad. Love to see it. It is in the works. Let him raid Sporton, Jokeres, Morton and Ashio. Fair play, Big Boom. Fair play. Well in. Come on, lads. Let's try and get a bit of form back, yeah? I know we're playing low down in the league, but we can only play who's ahead. We can only play who's in front of us. And that, he's onside, we'll take it. Right, we need to build up the confidence. Luckily, we've got some smaller teams to play. We need to build this confidence back up. We need to build the confidence all the way back up. Hey, much love, Clash. Good luck in the exam. You'll absolutely smash it, mate. Legend. Have a great time, fella. I miss McTominay, Scotsman. He's a typical Josh Daly player, Scotsman. He gives everything. He's not exactly like... Thing is, fair play, Rashford. I'd say like he's not the most technical, but he scores goals. His passing can be a bit iffy, but the work rate's there. He's doing well at Napoli. I regret selling him. I love him. I love him. And good luck to you as well, Big Boom, by the way. If you are new to the stream, people, do subscribe. It is completely free. Whack on the bell and leave a like on the old live stream. I appreciate that, Tim. I appreciate that. And I understand, you know, a lot of people might not have the same sort of approach for me as me when it comes to management. If a player starts, you know, messing me about, they will be going to the under-21s and they will be talked to. Now, is that too far? Some would say yes, some would say no. For me, that's what Euro needs, and he will learn his lesson. And he had a good game against Crawley. They're not an easy team to play. They're a very, very tough team, Crawley. And he can play in the next European tie. He does well in that. I start to trust him a tiny bit. And that's how it's going to go. I want to have a team full of absolute killers. I want a team full of just monsters. I want a team of people that will genuinely go on that field, and even if their leg is in 5 pieces, they will run 90 minutes. That's what I want. And at the moment, I've got nowhere near that in this team. There's so many players that I want out still, but I'm dealing with it. I'm managing what I've been given. Plus a few signings. I would base it off attributes, Abby. Never again, Big Boom. You're going full on, yeah? Proper harsh. Proper harsh with them. I like the firm man management. I like the firm man management. And Yoro he will improve off it. Trust me, he will improve. Shaw playing at centre-back this game, by the way, people. Could be injured. He should be okay for a couple of minutes. Again, building the character, Kevin. Making him stay on this pitch. I want him to stay on the pitch. He's got a little knock. Oh, boo-hoo. Carry on. Couple of minutes. Firm it. Because that will come in play one day. It will come into play. I need people that can really get... Where is he? I'm going to watch him. I want to see how he does, even with a little knock. Run. Good. Keep running. I should have took him off, Kevin. You're right. I should have took him off, Kevin. You're probably... You're definitely right on that one. You're definitely right on that one. So we will work on Cobby. He needs a bit more of the old mentality. He should be able to run at full sprint. You know what I mean? Hey, much love, Big Boom. Hopefully I'll see you again, brother. Into administration. Deary me, Sandy. Deary me. Oh, is that the game next? No, it's West Ham. And then Forest. West Ham, 14th in the league. We're still... I mean, we've got a game in hand. The title race is still on. And that's mental to say in our first proper season. Tim, there won't be a live tomorrow, mate. We've streamed probably like 3 days back to back. And I will say, because obviously we've got a bunch of new people in now from when I first started the stream. The streams... We're not changing the streams, but essentially what we're now going to do... We're going to plan a stream almost guaranteed on the days when a tactic won't come out. So when a tactic isn't coming out, the stream will be up. But also there will be streams when tactics come out, but the VODs of those streams won't be published until a day when there's not a tactic out. Because basically, what I think happens, Tim, and other people, is when we live stream, say I live stream from 11 until 3 PM, a tactic then comes out at 4 PM, and then YouTube publish my stream as another video, it makes the tactic video not do as well. That's the sort of process that I think's happening. So it's just about splitting up and not making... Basically trying to avoid having a tactic and a VOD being posted at the same time, because it does mess things about. So we're not live tomorrow. We are going to be live at some point Friday, and then we'll decide from there, really. The weekends is a bit iffy because... Obviously, a lot of people go and watch the football, that sort of stuff. Hey, much love, Skank. What's going on, my brother? Welcome on in. But this is why I will say, people, make sure you are you're subscribed, you've got the bell on, because I will always, you know, I'll either do a premiere before I go live, or I'm going to start getting in the habit of almost sort of like with this. So I'm going to go back into the habit of making these. So everyone on the Patreon would have seen this like a couple of days ago. But this is the schedule for this week in terms of videos. So Sunderland Rebuild is on Daily Josh. Girona Rebuild on Daily Josh, the second channel. Millwall Daily Josh. Leon Daily Josh. We have then got a Henrik tactic coming out tomorrow. We've got a best 3-4-2-1 tactic coming out tomorrow. I'm then going to have another one of those for the streaming schedule, which will be posted community tab on the same one. So, yeah, that is on there, by the way. So if anyone's interested in getting all them exclusive things, you can click that link at the top of the chat. But that is essentially what we're going to be going over and doing. When are we getting Rashford's replacement? I'll be real, Bush. I didn't want to actually talk about that today because Rashford's top goal scorer in the Prem, and a bit of me wants to keep him. And I know I'll get stick for that. I know I'll get stick for it. Yeah, Malacia can start. He sort of has to anyway, to be fair. Yoro. He can play. I'll give Yoro a game. I'll give him a game. You can play him in the centre. Good old Marcus, get him back. I'll give, yeah, I'll give him a chance. I'll give him a chance. But no, I mean, it's just about, the thing is, Tim, it's just about balancing things, right? So it's like, score predictions v Ipswich. I missed that comment. I apologise. 2-1 United, brother. It's just about finding the balance because, like, you can over-upload on YouTube. Not, like, for me, content, you know what I mean? But if I literally upload a tactic and then YouTube posts a VOD which comes out as a video concept, the tactic just gets pushed away. So we've just got to figure that side of things out. So the easy thing to do, Tim, would be, right, stream on the days that a tactic's not coming out. But then, of course, there might be weeks where I want to stream 5 days a week. And obviously we post 1 week 4 tactics, 1 week 3. So on them days, it just means that the VODs will be like a couple days behind. That is ridiculous from Jared Bowen. That's nuts. We tried to sell Onana Ishan, but nobody wanted him. Putting it bluntly, no one wanted him at all. That's a ridiculous finish from Bowen. What a strike. Fair play to him. Fair play to him. I'm not gonna knock it. I'm not gonna knock greatness, as they say. What's this saying? There we go. Not Wan-Bissaka. Was that Euro? Oh, it's Tabio. I was going to say it's one big block. Very big block. It would be nice not to get battered by them. I will be honest. It will be quite nice. Welling. Oh, Garnacho's picked up a knock. This is where FM comes in, though, because you start to get these injuries come in. Bruno's shattered. Hey, what's good, ADHD me? ADHD me, welcome in. Double sub already because of players that are tired. Relentless. Sadly, Garnacho is going to be coming off. He's got one last chance of the ball here. He scores before he comes off. I think he's just about onside. We can tell by the player arms. Oh, we can't even see the players. Awarded. Do you know what? Fair play. I'm going to take him off because of a knock, but he's got us back into the game. We'll take it. We'll take it. A good assist from Cobby as well. Probably the perfect end to a half, to be honest. Literally the perfect end to a half. So we'll take that. A very, very, very big thing for him to do before coming off. Helped us out big time. Now we've also got two fresh... Oh my God, not Ward-Prowse. Yeah, we've got two fresh wingers now as well, so we can actually rely on them, hopefully. Rashford, Diallo. Everyone's still semi-okay. Set piece of our own. Ahmad over the top into Euro. Flick on. Unlucky. 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 We've been having issues today, ADHD me, with Lenny Euro. I moved into the under-21s out of anger. Skank, it does against some teams. Putting pressure on like the midfield really can change a game. And if you're playing like a team with a weak player in the back, so like if you were playing me right now, you'd trigger press Lenny Euro. Hey, much love, Vinny. Thanks for being in the stream. It does cause some issues. Come on, Rasmus. The Daily FM Fantasy League for the Prem. Haven't lost. Fair play, Skank. Go on. Oh, that is unlucky. Hey, what's good, Michael? Another question. All I seem to do is ask you questions. You've never got to say sorry, mate. I was once told, wait until the unwilling to experiment email to change things massive. No. It depends, because a lot of people, I'll use this as an example, okay, Michael? So this tactic that you see right now, I believe it was last season, we could defend really well, but we couldn't score a goal. We then used it for like 10, 12 games. People got used to it. We changed one thing, which was changing from a Volante, from a deep line playmaker. Sometimes, how long have you had the tactic? Because sometimes you need to use a tactic for a good handful of games. And if it doesn't work after maybe like 10 to 15, I'd go ahead and change it. But it doesn't mean like change the whole thing. So you don't have to go from playing like a 3-4-3 to a 4-2-3-1. You can make minor changes. And the best thing to do with that is to simply see what you're not doing well. If you're having 60% possession, but not having shots, you're having useless possession. So make a couple more players attacking, maybe have someone on shoot more often, things like that. Sometimes it's just good to look at the stats of the games that you've played, stats in the league, and sort of see where you're weak. And then just basically mould the tactic around the weak stats. That's usually what I do. So for us, it was very good possession, very good at the back. We were quite good going forward, but just not really scoring. So we just made one more player go forward and attack. And because of that, we got more chances. And we went on a decent run. Unfortunately, we're now on a bit of an iffy one. But yeah. Yeah, Skank, I would agree. You reckon ADHD, yeah? This is going to be a quiet game, isn't it? Let's get Mr... Oh, he is on. What am I doing? What am I doing there? No worries, Michael. Hopefully you're all good, mate. We haven't really got many other players. We'll bring on him. No more subs. Brilliant. It's quite risky, but they are very low down, so we're going to go for it. Josh out. We don't need to be out. We're fine. We're fine. We'll do this, actually. Is he better there? Yeah, he is. Works for me. We'll try and get a winner. Mr. Lenny. Ugarte. Rashford. Van Ewick. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. Or it could be a foul. Could be a foul. Ball in. Ahmad. Penalty. And just like that, a few tactical changes. We're on the front foot again. 83rd minute, we've got a penalty. 83rd minute, we've got a penalty. I believe... We'll check after this, ADHD. And it is going to be Marcus Rashford. He's the Premier League top goal scorer this year. And that's why Marcus Rashford delivers on the biggest stage of them all. Another goal. We will take it. We will take it. Any single day of the week. People don't like him. But he is a very, very good player in the game. So we are going to use him. We are going to use him. Running a 3-4-2-1 after about 18 games. Every team would be in a 4-4-2 to try and counter it. See, when teams do that, Skank, what I tend to do is, like, for example, if they go narrow, I just focus down the wide areas, and vice versa as well. But I think it was... What team done that to us today? One team done that to us. It might have been... I forgot who it was now. It was one team. They pretty much decided to... They completely... Oh, this could go in, actually. Is that Ward-Prowse? Oh, Kilman. No, it is Ward-Prowse. This could go in. This could be a bit of late-game drama. That's very close. Good set piece, to be fair. What other comments have I missed? Anthony at right wing-back. We are training him to play there. We've got very lucky there, to be honest. It was a very equal game. Either team could have won that one. I'll be honest. Right, we'll see where we are in the Prem as well, shall we? We'll take a quick look. We are third in the Prem, but we are literally... Well, we've got a game in hand over Man City, so if we win that, we'll be ahead of them. We're pretty much on the same points as Liverpool. Well, a game behind them. And I think we do play them again. Liverpool and us at home. So, that's not ideal, but at least it's not serious. That's true. The AI adjusting is mad. Had such a good 5-4-1 tactic with me hammers, and I got figured out by Swansea of all teams. Yeah, sometimes it's the teams that you don't expect that will catch you off guard. They'll just drop an absolute masterclass, and there's nothing you can do. It nearly happened for me against Malmo. It was Malmo. They turned up. I thought it was going to be an easy game. It was a very, very tough game, and it was like my players have never played the formation that I put them in. It was crazy, absolutely crazy. Oh, 1 second, there we go. We are back. We are back in business. A wage increase for Sesko. 145 grand a week is on now. He can do all right off that, can't he? 145 grand a week. But we are doing well in the Prem. I mean, we are genuinely... I mean, if you factor in, we've had one transfer window, and we are technically... I don't want to curse it and use the words, but we are in a title race. We're in a title race against some pretty big teams who are in a far better place than us in terms of players, in terms of transfers. There's some serious players that we're facing. So, I think we're doing quite well in this rebuild, to be honest. I think we're doing a good job. Oh, set to expire. Tom Heaton. Anyone on there that's really an issue? Not really. Not really an issue. But Nottingham Forest will be a good game. Bit of a tough one. Where are they in the league, actually? They're 9th, so I mean, not doing as well as they are in real life, but that would be some statement to do that. We'll give Martinez a game now. We will give him a game. De Ligt can come in and play as well. Ugarte can go onto the bench. Mainu can go onto the bench. Garnacho can have a little bit of time off because I think he's getting played a bit too much, to be honest. And we'll start Sesko this game, and we will start Rashford because he's so in form. He's our top goal scorer from left mid, so Hobby he needs to play. It's going to cost me one day because he'll come in and he'll get injured, but he sort of needs to play, to be honest with you. So hopefully he does not get injured this game. Let's go and see what we can do, though. Nottingham Forest, although they're 9th, their team is still going to be very, very good. So hopefully we can just go there and try and get off to a hot start. Because I imagine 4-2-3-1, as to be expected. Hey, I appreciate it, Abby. Thanks for being in the stream. If you do enjoy, by the way, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe because you will get notified when we go live again, which will be on Friday. Well in, Ahmad. That's better. Into Marcus. Plenty of time. He's offside. Think he's offside. It would have been a good goal, but good save from Turner in the end, to be fair to him. %66 possession. It's what I mean. The game goes hot and cold sometimes because we've not had possession for a fair few games. The last couple, like in the last 5 games, we haven't really had it. But now in the last sort of 2, we're slowly getting our confidence back. I think that game we lost against Arsenal put us really down in confidence. And I thought that went in. And now we're slowly getting it back. So hopefully this is it. I haven't got a certain person in mind. I've got positions that I'd like to sign edit. So, like, goalkeeper would be one if we can sell Onana. Probably another, or definitely another centre-back. Rashford I've got to think about because he's top goal scorer. He is killing it in the season. And other than that, we'll just have a little look. I mean, left-back, I want to see how Dorgu does. So I'm not going to sign a left-back. Right-back situation. Obviously, we've got Van Ewijk and we've got Mazraoui. So that's fine. It's mainly just bringing in a better goalkeeper. And if the striker situation's complicated because Sesko has been just as good as Højlund. None of them have really been like one bad, one good. They've both been quite equal. So I'm probably going to keep them two for another season. And then it's just the conversation on Rashford, isn't it? Because if he carries on this season and he finishes top goal scorer, am I going to get anyone better? You know what I mean? Like, you can gamble, you can sell him and bring in someone with a bigger name. So like you could say sell him, bring in Yamal, bring in Rodrigo, but are they going to do it? You know? If I've had Rashford literally here scoring, I think he's on like 11, 12 goals now or something. If he scores like 20 odd goals, how can I really say, yeah, we'll get rid of you? Do you know what I mean? That was nearly Mainu's first mistake. Didn't actually make the mistake, to be fair. Well, he did make the mistake. Luckily, it didn't cost us a goal. His first mistake, I'll allow him a mistake. He's been very good this season. But the Sesko-Højlund situation's a bit difficult because, like, if one of them was a lot better than the other, then we could almost sell the other one and try and get a big boy in to partner the dominant one. But they've both been average, I would say. I mean, let's just see how many goals Sesko's got. It's okay, right? It's okay. It's not too shabby. And if we go and look at Rasmus, he has played. It's actually very similar. He's very overpowered in game. Okay, thanks for doing that with the shortlist. Next season, he's going to score like 5. I don't know. Rashford, like, he is really good in the game. So it's just like, if there's a good offer that comes in, I will sell him. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, I'm not just going to sabotage myself. Right, we will go for this game. So I think we can beat them. I do think we can beat them. We've been dominating the stats, like literally battering them in stats. He also, funny enough, it's not realistic this. He's actually working hard as well, Rashford. Josh, I need help. Where should I start? Glory Hunter? Inter Milan. Inter Milan. I've never known you to manage in it. That's a pen. In the Serie A. Inter Milan. That's what I'm going to give you. We'll start Rasmus. Not start him. Wow, start him. We'll bring him on because again, it is not average for average, but average performers. Bruno. I'll tell you what we'll do. Dortmund or Inter. Youth to gold. Not a bad shout. Dortmund's a good shout. Inter Milan have just got some really fun players to use. We'll bring on Fernandes. And we'll go with that. And hopefully that can trigger something. Pushing that one man up a little bit could help. I think I want a club outside of Europe to start. Mid-table. Outside of Europe. United? That was a joke. Okay. Okay, I've actually got one. Girona. I've rebuilt them recently. They're actually quite a fun team to play with. Stuani is a joke. He is like 38, but he can score a lot of goals. When you say outside of Europe, you do just mean European, yeah? Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought you meant outside of Europe then. I was like, go to the Azerbaijan League. That's in Europe. Oh, it's not in Europe, is it? David, that's not in Europe. Not in Europe. This might be another draw. This very well could be another draw. This could be another draw. We're going to get Bruno heavily involved here. And let's just make the sub for the purpose of making the sub now. To be honest, let's just get some legs on. Torino's a very good shout. Italian League can be difficult, but I love the Italian League, so that's why I suggested it. Here we go. 91st minute highlight. Now, this would be a time to get a goal. I don't think we're going to get a goal. They might be getting a goal. They're not going to get a goal. We might get a goal. Martinez, Ugarte. This is better. Into Shaw. Just play it around the back. There's no real stress to it. Here we go. This is better. That's a bit of a hit and hope, but he's kept it in. Back into Van Ewijk. Inside, into Bruno, and that's the difference. You know what I mean? The tactical changes, telling Bruno to push up a little bit more, and just like that, I mean, that is purely down to tactical changes. Purely down to tactical changes. Purely down to it. It is literally described. Literally described. Look at where he is here. Great pass from Van Ewijk as well. Bruno literally in the box, as he should be as a box-to-box. But getting told to go forwards, 92nd minute winner, and that's a big 3 points. Yes, Molly, I have. A fair play winning it in the first season. Mate, I think we can do this, you know. I actually feel there's a bit of me which thinks we can actually win the title. And that might be crazy because we are in our first season. But I think we can do it. There's no reason not. You used to support them. Fair play. It is weird how people get attached to different teams. Like me with Leipzig. Oh, is the camera lagging? Hello? Is the camera lagging then? Don't know why it would be. Leipzig, Feyenoord. I don't know what it is with Feyenoord. Just really like watching them. They're not going anywhere. We've still got quite a fair bit of money. This we don't want to look at too much, to be honest, because that's a fair bit of debt we've got as a club. Tactics-wise, though, we are back on some form of form. We're in a good run of form. Crystal Palace up next. Brighton, Chelsea. These two next games, 13th, and that one obviously is in the FA Cup. So I can accept going out of the FA Cup, to be honest with you, because obviously we take the league over the FA Cup. So I'm really worried, not worried, but I really want to play Palace and win. The cup games I'm not too fussed about. apart from the Europa League, just in case we do bottle the top 4, which can happen, and I wouldn't even call it a bottle, because look how tight it is from 7th to 1st. There's literally no points. There is 5 points separating. Tenerife Scotsman, yeah? Like the race for the title is probably one of the better ones I've been in. Hey, fair play, Scotsman. Fair play. I don't know what it is with I know why I like obviously like Leipzig, Salzburg. That's just the Red Bull influence, but Feyenoord, I genuinely don't know why I like them so much. I just really like them. Some business. We could bring in a player, to be honest with you. We could bring in a little player. Just the one as a little treat. Don't know what. Thing is, it depends if people want our players. We're sort of in a. I would say I don't want to bring in a brand new goalkeeper at this stage of the season. What's going on, Gaz? Welcome on in. Be sure to leave a like, Gaz. As the AI managers are shocking on FM24, what about doing an experiment asking ChatGPT or any AI to make suggestions on players to buy and sell? What you mean in terms of like a rebuild, Gaz? Or do you mean on the live stream? That could be quite a fun rebuild. We are not selling him. We are not selling him. How are we doing though, Gaz? Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, we could do. We still do we sign anyone? I sort of want to stick with what we've got because we are doing well, but I just feel like we might. I don't know. We're doing well in terms of performance. In terms of performance and everything, we are doing absolutely fine. We'll see. We'll see. Yes, rebuilds. We can do it on a rebuild. Palace are going very narrow, so I might honestly, if we need to, I'm going to target down the right and left hand side. Yeah, Gaz, not being funny. The weather outside. Do you work outside, Gaz? Because the weather is absolutely diabolical. Or do you just have an early day? Hey, thank you, Sandy. Thanks for being in the stream, mate. Have a good sleep. We are going to play Martinez. And we're going to play Tabio in the middle, I think. We'll start Euro. Luke Shaw can come back in and play. Diallo, why are you not on the bench? In fact, why are you not in the team? You can start. Rashford has got the fit thing next to him, so I might do this. So has Garnacho. I genuinely might do this, actually. Just because we don't want any injuries at this stage of the season. Injuries now would genuinely destroy the season. So I'm going to let them have the time off. Let them not even risk them. Just genuinely let them heal up. Because if we get them injured at the same time, we are in big issues. And FM, towards the end of the season, loves to throw in injuries. They love nothing more than to throw in an injury. So we are going to keep it pretty reasonable. And we are going to purely just deal with what we've got. I appreciate that, Viking. There's a lot of people that come in. They're not necessarily typing. They're probably working from home. Or they're just chilling. Like, for example, if I watch a live stream on the telly, I never type in the chat. Just know if you are in the stream, I do appreciate it. And if you do get a second, if you are on mobile, PC, they're the easiest ones. Be sure to leave a little like on the stream as well. But, no, if you're watching on TV, I know very few people that will be typing in a chat on TV. I watch a lot of the, like, Call of Duty tournaments on TV, via YouTube, and I would never have the chat open. So, I understand it. I do get it. That should have been dealt with. Yeah. That is poor. I'm actually gonna analyze that goal because that's really poor. That is really poor. That's really bad, and it's not Euro's fault. I don't feel. It's a mixture. It's a mixture between the two. A bruised ankle. We're 22 minutes in. It's a mixture of fault there. It's a mixture of fault. It is a big mixture of fault. It's tough. I can't really pin the blame on one person because Yagate could have also stepped in, so it's just one of them goals. Got to improve on that. They are playing quite narrow, but they have also got the cover in the wide areas, so I can't really focus down them, the left and right hand side. We just have to try and come out better second half. I'm going to whack the line up a little bit, you know, really get stuck in. Try and take the game to them because we're offering nothing apart from possession. That's all we're offering. Yeah, Palace can be a tricky team to beat, you know. They can be a tricky team. We'll save it for now. I mean, what is their shape? Have another little look in a second. I might match it. Have I got the facilities to match it? Tell you what I might do. I'm going to try something different. I'm going to try and go very, very different here. Very, very different. Very, very different. Is Bruno actually okay to play? He is. He's just a little bit tired. I'm going to try and go with this, you know, see what happens. Try and match their narrow sort of free back. It might cost me, but we've not actually faced it. Oh, okay, that's a very good way to start. Tabio wins at... Oh, that's negative. That's very negative from Tabio. We have got two absolute units in the box now, though, and hopefully one of them can win the ball. Sadly not. Lenny Yoro, one-on-one. He's done well there. He's held him off. Stopped him. There should be midfielders there. DMs have got to do better. Yes, not a bad shout actually. We'll get Rasmus on the old press and forward role. Get him really going involved. I didn't, Nicholas. I personally didn't. That's better. There you go. Right in. And that can be a booking as well. That can be a booking. At least a yellow. Thank you. Right, go on then, Yoro. Get the play going. That's good. Okay, I'll take it. We've recovered it. We've got two striker options now. So, in fact, to tell you what we're going to do, we are going to make the most out of that. And we're going to have him literally getting the balls in. We're going to have him cross them more often. And we are going to target literally other side of it, you know, right target and the left target and the right. Get the balls in the box. Because we've got two strikers. We've got two strikers in there. It's going to find one of them. If it doesn't, it's just a really bad ball. Hey, it's all good, Sean. You ain't got to say sorry, mate. It's been a mixture of games today, Sean. We have finally lost. We lost against Arsenal and Newcastle back-to-back. We are slowly back on form. Slowly back on form. But as you can see by the scoreline, at the moment, struggling to Palace. But, okay, Sesko needs to get better. Needs to get better at finishing. We're struggling against a bit of a narrow free back with Palace. So we've tried to match it with our own sort of narrow style. And it's been okay. We've definitely improved. But we still haven't got our goal. And we're really poor around the back this game. And it is a mixture between Yoro and then Van Eyck as well. In fact, he's been really bad. So I'm going to bring on Mazraoui. He's been really bad this game. So I'm going to take him off. What's happened? Okay, the goals have been... They have been an issue. I mean, I'm going to look at the calendar and actually see how much of an issue. Because we had this exact same issue at... I'll look at, oh, I can't even talk. I'll look at the calendar. Because we had this issue at the start. And the goals naturally come by having that Volante go forward. Now the Volante doesn't... He does seem to be doing something. But it's almost like it's sort of died off a little bit. Do you know what I mean? And this system that Palace are playing is very good because you've got width because you've got the wing backs. You've got a lot of central dominance because you've got 2 AMs. So I tried to match it by going quite narrow myself, just with 2 strikers instead, because we've got Sesko and Højlund. So if we can give them chances, there's no way we should be scoring goals. But we just can't seem... What's going on, Neil? We just can't seem to get it going. We just can't seem to really get that. They're working hard, the players, by the way. I've got no issue with the performance. Like, we actually are, both of them, Højlund mainly, is pressing big. But defensively this game, that's better. The right side's been awful. We've had to sub off the right back. Euro's been quite bang average, but they all have, to be honest. So I'm not going to judge him alone. The defence has just been really bad, apart from the left side. So it is one of them. Thanks for the sub, mate. Welcome on in. Be sure to whack on the bell as well. Hopefully, it'd be nice if one of these could win a header. I swear Rasmus has got a bit of height to him. He's on get further forwards, though. And we've sort of changed the formation as well, Sean. So we're a lot more attacking than what would usually be. For the last bit of it, I'm honestly going to go like this. We're 54 minutes in. We're doing nothing. I'll add a box-to-box in there. We've pretty much used all, you know... We can't really improve the attack anymore in this team. In this individual game, to clarify. Not overall. But we're pretty much done everything we can do. Shaw's been good this game. He's been a bit of a saving grace. I don't like... I'm not on full... I don't think I'm on full match. How does that happen? How does that happen? How does that happen? How do you go? How do you get? How do you go from key highlights to full match? I thought there was a lot of highlights. I felt like I was commentating on a live game. How do you? How do you go from? Cheeto's not going to be part of the plan, Sean. He's been given chances today. I'm not watching the full match. Really, mate, Kempy, I was sat here like, I don't know if you were hearing me, I was sat here like proper deep in analytical stuff. Like, we're creating the chances, Rasmus is pressing really well. Dropping a bit of Gary Neville masterclass. I was like, hang on, there's a lot of highlights this game. I was like, mate, this game's active. And I was like, I feel like I'm in the studio. Got Thierry Henry next to me. You know what I mean? I was like, hang on, I'm a bit beer till about 4 PM. Seeing the game off. How has that changed? I didn't change it. I mean, you would have seen me change it. Oh, Mainu, get in there. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Right. Okay, now we're not doing full commentary. Was it 8 to 9 minutes? Was I just waffling for 8 or 9 minutes? I didn't even realise. That shows I was locked in. I was locked in big time. I was locked into the content, boys. Need clipping that reaction? You can go ahead and clip if you wish to do so. I need to get some clips up on the old TikTok, to be fair. Right, we'll go attacking as well. That is literally all my ideas used up now. Without going... In fact, I tell you what, we'll go a little bit more direct. We will get the ball in. I tell you what, not from there, Bruno. That would have been what... What's this camera angle? I don't like it. No. Anyone but him. The chat is going to go mental. The chat is going to go absolutely mental. I can't believe what I've seen. No chance, is it him? No, I don't even want to read the chat. As soon as I see it moving, I'm looking away. As soon as I see it moving, I'm looking away. Hey, thanks for the sub, mate. Welcome on in, mate. I can't believe what I've seen. Oh, and it's nearly been undone. Yeah, as already, I can see a couple. I can see a couple of comments. I can see a couple of comments coming in. Of course. Of course. Right, let's just be smart now, okay? This is very, very... Best centre-back in the game. What's going on, Sean? 10-year contract. I'm just glad Kempy didn't see it. That's the one person that didn't need to see that. Off the bar. Euro in. He may have saved us. He may have saved us this game. It's just that out of all the players that would have taken that strike on, you wouldn't have thought it would have been Lenny, would you? It was a good goal. I'm not going to... It's just... Look at the dribbling on that. What's his finishing? His finishing must be okay. What's his finishing? 6. I mean, I'm not slating that, by the way, because he's a centre-back. You got bailed out, Josh. You saw it. I mean, it's actually a really good goal. I'm not going to lie. It's proper in the corner as well. I don't like it because of the conversation that we've had today about Lenny Yoro. I will say there, he has helped me out. Sorry? What's he on at the moment? 31k. What does he want? 54. 50 in a million? 1.1? You can have that, mate. That's fine. You can have that. No, I'm just surprised he took the shot on. But do you know what? I'm not going to discredit him. He's got the job done. Now, I'm going to say it before. We're going to look at the calendar. The goal situation, I mean, 4 goals against Leeds, 2 against West Ham. That was very... The thing is, these are all green. They look nice, right? But look how clutch the games are. We won that one with a penalty in the 84th minute. We win that in the 92nd minute. We win this in the 83rd minute. I'm not yet sure, and I'm a bit unsure on who to sign. I'm going to say it now, though, before the chat reacts if we do lose. I do not care about these 2 cups this season. So if we do go out and lose them, we go out and lose them. I am going to play a very strong team because obviously I'm not going to purposely get bailed out and, you know, lose. But I'm not overly fussed. Because the Prem, we are somehow in a bit of a title fight. The main aim is not even to be in a title fight. Oh, that's in... No, Malassi has been good. Kind of. Would you sell Malassia, people? Would you sell Malassia? Would you sell Malassia when you can? It's 30 million. They're offering 30 mil for him. 30 mil overall. If I was going to sell him, I would take 30 mil. I would take 30 mil. It's nearly triple our money. We're actually making profit on players for once. I'm really leaning on the I'm leaning on the no side, but want to get some thoughts in the chat. Get him gone. 1, that means yes. 1 no from Kevin. Would they consider end of the season? Okay, fine. That's fine. Gives us a bit more time. We've got him for a little longer. I'll take it. I'll take it. We'll give Dorgu a chance. It'll be quite nice to actually use him. We've got Dorgu, we've got Shaw, so he's been very good, but I feel like if we're trying to go realistic, you would sell him. And I think on that conversation, I will see if anyone wants Bruno now as well. Probably not. Rashford, I think I'm going to keep Rashford. Like, I know it's controversial, but he's been so good. He's literally the Prem top goal scorer. The Prem top goal scorer. You know, you can't argue against stats. It's one thing you can't argue against. He has been incredible the entire season. And I think on the left-hand side is thriving. He's playing really well. We do, however, now have quite a fair bit of money to spend. We've got like, what, 60 million to start. Malassi will give us like maybe 71 or something. I'm not going to start rushing up front because we've got two really, well, not really good, but we've got two okay strikers, and Rashford's top goal scorer from left wing. So you may as well play him there because he's doing well. I mean, Onana. Again, we need to sell him before spending big on a keeper. Is anyone interested? No. I mean, we can offer him out as well. This is the issue we've got now. Apart from the left back, where we had, you know, we've got Dorgu coming back. We're in a situation where we haven't got a sell to fund it, but we've got a sell for it to make sense. So, like, there's no point in bringing in another goalkeeper, and you've got, like, because Onana's a solid keeper. I'm not going to go and spend like 70 mil on a keeper, and then you've got Onana sat on the bench. It makes no sense. I want to offload him, and then maybe, but to be fair, Alte's been fine for cups, so we don't really need two goalkeepers. Just the one real star keeper. So we are waiting for offers to come in. Now, obviously, the longer that takes, the more annoying it becomes, but it's the game, isn't it? Anthony, I'll happily sell now as well. I've given him a few games. I've treated him fairly. He's played. He's got minutes. No one really wants him either. This is the issue. Let's get into the match, though, against Brighton. Again, not too fussed about this. That's the dream team, though. If they come in with big money, that's the only way you really get rid of him. Sesko on complete forward. He's been quite good, you know. He's been quite good. I'm not gonna lie. He's been quite good in advanced forward, but we can always try it. I could try it every so often. Give it a whirl. I just quite like the pace that Sesko has getting in behind. Okay, Kempy. I hear it. Completely ignoring the suggestions of me in the chat. It's all good. Tell you what, I will, just to prove that I listen to my chat. Well, it's for Sesko in it. Rasmus is definitely an advanced forward. Next time Sesko comes on, we'll play him as a complete forward. We'll give him a go. I like listening to the chat. Because there could be someone who's used Sesko a ton more than me in this game. That's incredible. Okay. That might be... Did anyone actually see that? I know a lot of people probably lurking. Did anyone see the ball on that from Ugarte? Look at the ball on this. Look at it. Right here. First time that has split an entire backline, which, by the way, is very well structured. A ball all the way through, one touch, finish. That's ridiculous. I'm watching it again, actually. I'm going to watch it again. First time. It's nuts. Literally looped over the entire backline. Incredible. Incredible. Do you know what it is as well? I'm going to say this with Onana as well. He's actually been okay this season. Like, from the back, he's really good. And also, he saved... A little fun fact, he's saved 3 out the last 5 pens he's actually had at him. So, penalty-wise, if we get to a shootout, I'm backing it. This is good from De Ligt, into Ugarte, into Mainu, into Rasmus. Good save. Exactly. Jorginho is one of my favourite ever players, and a lot of people think I'm nuts for saying that. I think he was like... In fact, we're going to have the conversation now. Jorginho aside, can we all agree the difference between Modric at his age and De Bruyne at his age right now? I've always said, when people compare Modric and De Bruyne, I think it's disrespect on Modric. Modric is literally approaching 40. De Bruyne has given up at 32, 33. De Bruyne is a great player. He's in his prime, he was absolutely incredible. But as an all-time great, I'm not having him there with Modric. I'm not having it. Modric is literally approaching 40. And did anyone see the goal he pulled out the other day? Did anyone see the goal? Probably not if you don't watch Spanish football, to be fair. But If you didn't, go on Twitter, have a look. It's absolutely unreal, the goal he scored. The thing is with Modric though, he plays the game with like, he makes it look easy. He works hard, but like it doesn't look like he's working hard because his positioning is so good. His positioning is so good. He's there. Like he doesn't really have to run about too much because like he's like 3 steps ahead, that guy. For me, he is. I'm not. It depends what you're sort of after, isn't it? But I mean, if you look at, it's a good goal. If you look at like Iniesta and Xavi, obviously they're in there as well. But like, I don't know. I don't know. He's in there for me with both of them. Like he's a very, very good player. But you know, I mean, the Barcelona greats: Busquets, Xavi, Iniesta. You know, reading off names there, ain't you, for fun? But Modric has got to be in there. Rasmus is looking a little bit shattered, so let's... Whoa, not him. Not him. Complete forward. I don't know, you know. I don't know. Advanced forward's done me pretty well. Go ahead, Jason. That is a stinker. If he, I'm reading 2 comments in one. If you ask player to stay wider, does that depend on how good crossing is? It would play a certain degree to it. So, for example, what rebuild did I do? It's not even a rebuild that's out, so I won't say what team it is. I recently picked up Dwight McNeil, who obviously can put a great ball in. And if I've got a winger who's really good at crossing, I want him to be wide, and I want him to be crossing more often and crossing into the centre. Or if you're playing a 2-striker system, the right wing would be putting the ball far post to the left. The left wing, if you've got 2 good crosses, would put it onto the right. Basically, in this game especially, I'll show you now. In this game especially, one thing that I've noticed, I rarely use this apart from if I'm going really direct. But in terms of like, if you're going on to... I'm trying to think of someone who... Has Rashford even got good crossing? Kind of. It's okay. It's decent. If you've got 2 wingers and 2 strikers, you want this left-hand side hitting the far post here. You want the right-hand side hitting the left post here. If you've got 1 striker, hit it into the centre. And yeah, if they can cross and you want to play with wing play, stay wider. Yeah, bang on. But you can also, it's not just for that. So like, sometimes you can have bad crossing on wingers, but you want them to stay wider and you have your fullbacks making inside runs. So you can use it for multiple reasons, really, to be honest with you. This isn't on... Okay, I'm just checking we're not going back to full match. So underrated. Now, we've got Garnacho as well. We'll save him for a bit. We'll save him for a little bit. Again, I said this before we got into the game, so I'll say it in case it happens. I'm not fussed about this competition. I'd probably, this season, prefer the Carabao Cup because we're further into it. So, it's all good, Jason. If you do enjoy yourself, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It is completely free. And well, I thought we were going to concede then. But luckily we didn't. And again, a little reminder for everybody, this is going to be this week's schedule on the YouTube and Patreon. If you are interested in that Patreon, probably the best time now because there is 20% off. You get all of these files. So Sunderland, Rebuild file, Girona, Millwall, Leon. You get all 3 tactics for all of these tactics. You get them on console, mobile, ad-free viewing because all my videos go on to Patreon as well. So you can skip the ads. And obviously the big giveaway. So make sure you click that pin link if you wish to do so. But let's go over and firstly pay attention to the fact that Luke Shaw has got injured at a time where we have just sold a left back. We have just sold our left back and Luke Shaw gets injured. Can someone write the script for that, please? Right, there's a lot of comments I've missed right now. Yes, I did with funny enough, with Julian Brandt, I used a wide target man. That is crazy, Legion. Wayne Rooney. Thought he was amazing. Thank you, Jason. Are you into any other sports other than football and F1? Not really, mate, to be honest. I've recently started watching a few boxing fights, but I'm not clued up to the point to actually talk about it. That's incredible. That is absolutely incredible. We'll take that. That is a great goal. We'll take it. We'll take it. And we can now drop him back. Can he play DLP? I'll keep him in box to box. It's fine. Or actually, have him in centre mid. No, we won't. No, we won't. But we'll keep it. We'll keep it. We'll keep it. We will just... Did we make... We didn't really change too much, to be honest. Just the position. Let's try and hold on to it. Well in, Euro. He's improving, Euro. No, football and F1's enough for me. You know what I mean? Like, when F1's on, it's sort of like... Especially when it's actually a race weekend, it takes over your whole weekend. I'm in a good way. I really like it. Like, you've obviously got... Well, Friday, Saturday, Sunday... And like today, tomorrow, next day, you've got the testing. And then obviously with football as well, always something to watch just with them two sports. I think watching any other sports as much as what I watch them two, I don't even think... What a finish. Yeah, there will be another RB tactic coming. It'll be the RB20, I think. RB20. That is a finish from Sesko. And that's why I like him in advanced forward, because he makes them dangerous runs. He doesn't sit too deep. That's not true, that, Sean. Favourite music artist is Santan Dave. That is a very good strike. Ball in from Ahmad. Sesko again. He's come on and had an absolute field day, this man. An absolute field day. De Ligt is injured, and because we've already got 19 injuries, we are just going to take him off. Yagate shattered as well. I'm not going to risk it. We can't. I wouldn't have even risked him for any more minutes. How can you get a central air layer? Do you mean a central... Do you mean how can you get a central player to play like a wide playmaker? You tell him to stay wider or run wide with the ball. Actually, stay wider would be the best option. That'll be the best option. That'll be the one for you. Hey, I do want to quickly say a big thank you to, I won't say the email, if there is a Ryan Burke in here, thank you so much for joining the Patreon, buddy. I've just got the email come through. I do apologise, by the way, because there should be notifications on the stream, which actually thanks you for signing up. So I'll do it myself. Technology's failed me. Thank you very much for signing up to the Patreon, as I nearly dropped my phone. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Any questions about the perks, about everything? The question I've been getting a lot recently is how do you enter this big giveaway? If you're a paid member, you automatically get entered. The higher tier, the more entries you get. That's a question I've been getting a lot recently. And with the tactic files, they are all on one post. So you get all of the PC ones, you get, because you can't download console and mobile, you get screenshots of the console, screenshots of the mobile, and the rebuild files obviously are only on PC, because you can only download on PC. So that's pretty much going to explain that. But the giveaways, you're automatically enrolled. I'm not going to show it because it's got everyone's details, but I can see literally everyone's current pay plan. So I put their names in a wheel, we spin it, 7 winners win. There you go. Here's not being sold, here's not being sold. Here's going an Anthony loan. Do they not want him? Can you not pay me like 15 mil? Wow. That sums up a lot, doesn't it? I play F1 Manager and also F1 actual game. Other than that, I used to play a lot of Call of Duty. Other than that, I haven't really got time to play any other games, mate, to be fair. When I'm not playing Football Manager, I'd rather spend my time doing a little bit of travelling, doing other stuff. I play this game a lot because I really like it. And obviously, we make content on it. Did we win that game, or am I... What? Mate, my head's all over the gaff. I thought it was 2-1. We battered them. Wow. Okay. And we get Sheffield or Everton. Either one's fine. I used to play a lot of COD. FIFA, I occasionally play FIFA, although that's pretty ropey this year. I'll be real. It is pretty ropey. Not a great game this year. Oh, Nana. Us alone. It's useless. I haven't had a look at him. Alone is useless. I literally gain nothing. I don't think he's in my game, ADHD me, I'll be real. Right, Chelsea again. I'm not too fussed. Again, it is a semi-final. You might think I'm nuts, but it's a Carabao Cup. I'd rather focus on the Prem. Injury-wise, De Ligt's injured. Mainu can actually play, so he is going to... He won't play this game, actually. I'll tell you what, he won't play this game because he can be on the bench. Not because he's been playing bad, but because it's Carabao Cup. Mazraoui can start. I'll start Yoro because he's actually playing quite well. Araujo can play on the left. Malacia can have a game because I think Shaw's in the mud, isn't he? He is. Brilliant. Rashford can come on. Actually, no. We'll start Diallo. Højlund can... I've given up on Obi. I'll be honest. I've given up on him. And we will have him there. I'll have a little look after this game, ADHD. I'll have a little look. That team's good to go. Sesko up front, the goal man himself. Højlund hasn't let me down to the point where he's going to be sold, by the way. I will say. He isn't going to be sold. I've not brought a FIFA EA game for years now. Scripted gambling simulator is trash. I've brought it. I mean, to be fair, I tell a lie. I played a bit of Ultimate Team, but like, I used to be bad on Ultimate Team. Like, I used to actually put a bit of money into Ultimate Team. And you get to a certain point where you're like, do you know what? There's literally no point. Like, I'll tell you a little fun fact, actually. One in the chat if you played this when you were younger. Two if you didn't. Did anyone here play... Oh, sorry. Did anyone here play RuneScape? That's a great goal from Morton, by the way. RuneScape used to be my only game that I played. What's going on, DPS Plays? Welcome in, mate. How we doing? Nice little relaxing music. Like it. Again, people, I am going to plug this pretty quickly. That's a penalty. Who gave that away? Luis. Brilliant. If you do like rebuilds, make sure you are subbed to the second channel. It's Daily Josh on YouTube. A link is now going to come into the chat. If technology works, and we have got a rebuild coming out at 5 PM today. Onana can make it 4 penalty saves in 7. Do you know what? Ice cold Palmer is not so cold now. Onana might stay. Oh, no, I can't. It's not realistic, is it? He's so good at saving pens. We did look at that keeper. We did look at him. Onana is so good at saving pens. What is his Has he... They don't even have penalty saving stats, do they? They don't. Not even bad, you know. He's not even a bad keeper. Well in. We're a lot more confident round the back, you know. It's mental how much a couple of... Not even changes. A couple of good games can do for a team's confidence. Yeah. I mean, Sesko's turned into... prime CR7 now. Malacia, who I still really am 50-50 on whether I should have sold him. I've only sold him because, one, the chat wanted me to, and two, I think it is realistic. He's been such a good player. But, as it stands, we're looking more and more likely to get to a Carabao Cup final, so I'll take it and move on. I'll happily take it. I'm not going to be fussed if we lose, but at the same time, if we do get to a final, am I going to purposely lose it? No, of course not. We're going to go for it. Try and get some fun back in this club. You know what I mean? Bit of fight, bit of passion, bit of determination. Is that what it is, Euro Viking? Yeah, he has been good, to be fair. That's. I'll tell you what, Malacia nearly again. I hear you, Sean. I was one of the biggest De Gea fanboys ever, so I'd always go De Gea. That is awful, Johan. That is not good. That is not good. That's a great ball in. That's a deep ball in as well. Go on, Garnacho. You can take him on. Mortar. Oh my days, Ahmad. It's an open goal. Great strike from Morton, to be fair to him, but this Chelsea team's been pretty average, you know. I mean, apart from the pen, that was well worked. Other than that, they've literally offered nothing. This is the time though you want to hit. This is the time you want to hit form. If there is a time to hit form, it's now. Like, you want to hit form now. Trust me on that one. This is the perfect time to hit form. Right towards the end of the season, we're going to be playing Liverpool at home soon. We want to be in form for that. We need people fit, so you might see some changes in the team coming up. And that's, you know, for example, at the moment, it's mental how like an hour changes things, right? Euro's probably one of our better centre-backs now, which you wouldn't have thought I'd be saying, but he might not play in a couple of games coming up because he's been so good. I need him for the big games. But this is what people need to understand. When I get harsh on players, it's not a personal agenda. I want them to be good. So to do that, I'll put them in the under-21s. I'll treat them badly so they actually listen. That might be some of the worst defending I've seen. But also, in fact, Diallo, you've been awful this game. That's two. I'm going to take him off because he will also learn his lesson. He will also learn his lesson. We'll actually get Rashford on and we will just swap them. He will also learn his lesson. It's not about one player. Diallo's not been good this game. He's had 2 shots which should both go in, to be honest. And he'll come off. He will come off. Quite simple. Whether he's United star boy or not, he'll be dragged off. Any player in this team will get sent to the under-21s. That's how you build players that actually want to win. If you look at Ferguson, yeah, I'm not comparing myself to Ferguson, to clarify. If you look at Ferguson, the way he treated his players was almost over the top weird. Like, he had people, bodyguards, monitoring their movements. That is so over the top. Why do you think they're so successful? That's why. Because they're too scared to do anything. That's why he paid people on the doors, monitoring people going in, people coming out. I'm going to have a look who that is, Kempy. Nothing's coming up. Is it a golfer, Kempy? I do know nothing about golf, so if it is, I've got no idea. Not in the slightest. Rasmus is classed as a pressing forward. He is doing, to be fair, a Sesko this game. He was good in that game against Palace as pressing forward. Welcome in, Ethan, by the way. You just demote them. I'm not sure who that is. Nothing come up on Google, though, Kempy. I couldn't see any. Where's he off to? Oh, he's not going anywhere. A new contract? Obviously, he wanted like an extra... What did he want? An extra 17 grand a week. TV presenter. Yeah, I don't really watch too much telly, to be honest. Yeah, I don't really watch telly. I've got no idea who that is. No idea. What were they in? What movies were they in? Not movies, you said a TV presenter. What did they host? We're not really looking for that position at the moment, Abdul. We're well covered in this team. I like the advanced forward, personally. We're well covered in this team. I tell you what, though, when does Malacia actually leave? I'm tempted to cancel it. I'm tempted to cancel his sale. But then we are going to have... Do you know what, though? Where's Luke Shaw? How well has he done this year? 4 assists, 0 goals, 7 rating. Malacia, it's not as he's played less games though. Right, I might run a poll in the chat in a second. I've got 2 ideas for left back. So, idea number 1 is that we sell Malacia and we have Dorgu and Shaw. That means that Shaw will play majority of the games. What if we cancel the transfer on Malacia and sell Shaw, and then it'll be Malacia and Dorgu will get more of a look in. What do we think, people? What do we think? That's an idea I've just had, because I genuinely think it might be a good little idea. Because Malacia has been really good. And we could probably get like 60 mil, not 60 mil. We could probably get like 50 mil for sure, maybe. What's the age difference? His 29, Malacia 25. 4-year difference. They're very similar in terms of quality as well. So we get a player that's 4 years younger. We'd save money. And we'd keep a man that's in form. And it would give Dorgu a chance, who is not far off the ability. That loan decision was really good. He's doing well out on loan. What would you do with the money you got for sure? See where we need to invest. At the end of the day, I'm trying to get players that are involved in the current United team, which is basically not a good idea because they're awful, but we are playing as United. I want to keep some of the United players. I'll put a poll up now, chat. Go and vote on the poll. I'll put a... So I'll do, who do we keep with Dorgu? So we will go Shaw or Malacia. Right, there we go. So whoever wins that poll, there's literally a poll now live, chat. So if you want to have an influence, get your vote in. The player who stays will be alongside Dorgu. I just really like Malacia at the moment, but I will do what the chat wants. I just think Malacia has not put a foot wrong this year. Shaw has been injured 3 times. And he's worth more money, so we might get more money back into the club. And he's on more money per week. And he's older. And he's going to fall off quicker. Is he going to be happy, though? Is he going to be happy? It's a close poll. I'll let the poll run for a couple of minutes because we can't move past this screen. We can't move past this screen now. It's pretty much locked us in. I know, Sean. I'm just thinking like Shaw's he'll be 30 by the end of the season. We could cash in and get probably like 45 million for him. Malacia is only 25. And he's not going to be like... He could easily play with Dorgu, like, you know, not a game each, but around that sort of level. It's an interesting one. I'll let the votes go until 150, so a couple more minutes. A couple more minutes, because it is quite a big part of the save, this. Left back is a very important role. Right, 1 more minute, chat. What are we saying? Right. I mean, Malacia is 61%, so I'm pretty sure he's going to win. I'll give it another minute, though. I'll end the poll. I thought of it, literally, when Malacia has been in form, to me, it makes perfect sense. Right, we'll end the poll because it is now literally coming up. We'll see what YouTube's decided. 56%. So we'll reject that. It falls through. Can we talk to him? Good. He wants to actually be part of the team. Good. He can take what he wants. He can take 93k because we're going to literally sell. We'll get Luke Shaw right on the transfer list. We won't mess about. We'll try and move him on. He's on 200k. So we're saving a lot of money now. He's an older player who's not exactly much better than Malacia in terms of attributes either. We'll see what happens with him. We'll get him. We'll hopefully get some offers for him. We'll see what happens. It does free the wage up, and one of the biggest issues at United is the wage. There is the amount of money that we splash out on players every week is ridiculous. Considering half of them are just absolutely... I'm not even saying they're awful. They're just not exactly in form, are they? It's not great. It's not great at all. And that's not also great with Rasmus being injured for a week either. Right before a Premier League game and the second leg of that. Hey, what's good, Dave? Welcome on in. It's not ideal. Not ideal at all. And we are... How many points are we behind Liverpool? 1 point. And we are going to play them. It's down here, isn't it? Am I being blind? It's down here somewhere. I saw it literally a minute ago. Liverpool, there we go. 29th for the 3rd. What is their team looking like? They've still got Arnie Slot in charge. Victor Osimhen, Diaz, McAllister, Salah, Endo, Gravenberch. Same backline, same midfield, same wingers. A very good striker. Basically the same team with the addition of Victor, who is probably going to United from what I've read. What do we think about that, by the way, United fans? Victor Osimhen to United. I saw a lot of rumours about that. But let's go in against Bournemouth. They are 17th in the league, so a loss here would be pretty questionable, I will be honest. Obviously, Rasmus is injured. We'll start Malacia because he's part of the actual new plans now, isn't he? You're not a fan of Victor? Not a fan of him? We'll give Ugarte a game. Get Cobby back into the action. We'll keep Rashford there for now. Euro, we'll keep the same backline. It was quite good, wasn't it, in the cup? What's good, Samuel? Welcome in. Get him away from my club. That's a harsh way of wording it. He'll want a lot of money per week. It is probably a what? He's probably an easy 200 grand player a week, I reckon. He's been playing in the Turkish league, isn't he? So they're probably paying through the roof. What's it? I'm going to Google his salary. They're going to want a fair bit. He's going to want a fair bit. Wage 2025. What's he on? He's on 192,000 euros a week. So at United, what does that mean? Like 250? I don't even know. How old is he? How old is Victor Osimhen? How actually? Because if he's like, what are we talking here? He's 26, so he's not old, is he? It said 192k, Johan. Unless that's his old wage. I honestly don't know how much he's actually on at Galatasaray. But he's going to want money. Because let's face it, coming to United's a big risk at the moment. A lot of players come to United and their careers go down the pan. So he's going to want a lot of money, isn't he? He's going to want, I think minimum 250. And I don't know if we'd be nuts to pay it. Do you think Victor Osimhen, I always butcher his name. Do you think Victor Osimhen's actually worth $250,000 a week? I don't even know if maybe when he was in his prime at Napoli, scoring all them goals, you might argue it. But I don't know. It's a lot of money. And Manchester United doing staff, cuts, sacking people, sacking cleaners, sacking everyone off. And then you got someone coming in on $250,000 a week. It doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. Great from Malacia. And he's got an assist under his new contract. We made the right choice there. What, in real life, ADHD? Or was the money wanting to go to Chelsea in the summer? You give Rasmussen give time. What do you think we do with Xerxes, chat? Do you think we sack Xerxes off, admit it was a loss? He's not an Amorim player, I will say. He's definitely not an Amorim player. Kirkes would have been a shout, but we've got our left-back position sorted now. I think you've got Malacia first team. He's still... I mean, Malacia is not old. He's 25. He's 25. He's still very young. And then you've got Dorgu, who is, what, 19 or something? How old is Dorgu? We're fine for left-back. Right-back, we're fine for as well. Midfield, we've got loads of options. We've actually got a really well-built team now. The only position you might argue is, what do you do with Rashford? Onana? You know what I mean? Hey, thanks, Samuel, for that. It's a very interesting team. We're slowly rebuilding it over however many years it takes us. We'll make some subs, though, in the 70th minute. But so far, it's been a really good performance. Just been pretty, you know, more possession, more XG, more shots on target. Pretty much everything you'd want in a football match. Can't really complain. We'll bring on Rashford for a little bit as well. We'll bring on Mazraoui. Cobby is also looking pretty tired. I don't usually like doing double subs in midfield, but we will make it happen. And I'll replace them too, because I prefer Luis in DM. Dallow's gone, Samuel. Barcelona, 40 million I think we got for him. We need a rough gem from Ukraine or the Belgian division. He's just come on, Marcus Rashford. I'm not going to get rid of him. I know you people, pretty much everyone here wants me to get rid of him, but is the top goal scorer. He is still, well, he's 27. If we get anywhere near that price tag, I will consider it. But we're going to literally get rid of a top goal scorer and take a gamble on someone that might not even work. It makes no sense. It makes no sense to do it. We may as well just put the differences aside, keep him. Is what it is. But this has been a very good game. Very, very good game. Nearly 60% on the ball against, I'm going to say Belgium then, against Bournemouth. Very, very good game. Yoro's back in form. Malacia's found form again, which I didn't think I'd ever say. Rashford's in full form. And Sesko's in full form, well, that probably is offside. We've probably recovered, like in this team, from players that aren't playing well in real life, I've been awarded fair play. In this team, we have recovered Malacia's career. We've recovered Onana, Rashford. We've recovered a lot of people. We've recovered a lot of people in this team. So I think we've done quite a good job so far. But for people that are new, because there are some new names in this chat in the last couple of minutes, I'll show you the... we go top of the division as well, by the way. I'll show you the transfers that we actually did do. So we had... I'll show you this page first. So we saw Casemiro to PSG for 26 million. Mason Mount for 41. Lindelof to Tottenham for 19. Xerxes on loan. How is he doing on loan at Lille? Why did I click Lille? I meant to click on Xerxes. He's actually done quite well. So we might get some money for him. In fact, let's offer him out because they might want him because he's playing very well for them. He hasn't really got a future with us. So if we can get money for him, can we talk to him? Someone might want him. And we'll take less. We'll do 15. We'll take less. Just get him out of our books. Maguire goes. Good idea, Kempy. Dorgu is going to come back and I'll be alongside of Malacia. So he will actually get a lot of game time. If we kept Shaw, it would then be difficult. Because Shaw would just be, you know, pre-built, ready. Malacia is still improving constantly. I've never clicked this. Oh, it's an article they send you. Okay. Sancho, how is he doing out on loan? Because we've got to sell him as well. Why do I keep clicking Madrid? Jadon Sancho, he's played 7 games. No one's going to want him. No one's going to want him, are they? Let's just try and... We'll offer him out. We'll see if we can get anything for him. I don't think we will. Rashford is fitting into the team. It surprises me. Sancho's like, he's like a flea. You can't get rid of him. No one, I don't want him near the team. Do not want him near the team. Johnny Evan went, Christian went, Dallo went. This wasn't my decision. That was the board. That was just happened. He goes to PSG. Araujo from Benfica, 24 million. Sabio, 40 million. Morton, 43. Sesko, 43. 18 for Ewick and Luis. Now, this is where we could spend money, because for me, he has not been good enough to actually bring in permanently. If you look at him, he's not played every game, but he has been used as a sub a lot. He's been sent off a couple of times. I don't think we're going to bring him in on the permanent. So this money that we've got, we can actually spend on another really good DM, because I'm not going to actually buy this guy. Hit a new contract for Rashford when he will get a new contract, funny enough. Now he's going to stay. We will also loan out Chido, because I don't want to sack him off, because there is a player in there. He's just not quite there yet. I don't even mind paying his wages. I'd rather him get game time than rot away. I don't want him rotting away in the club. That's one thing I don't want. See, loans just seem useless. I've already got Anthony out on loan. If I keep loaning these players out, we get nowhere. We get absolutely nowhere. You just loan them players relentlessly. You're the one paying part of their wage. If they don't play well, you can't sell them. I hope that we can sell Xerxes, Sancho, these sorts of players, but I don't think we will. It's the Bundesliga though, Sean, isn't it? Like, in my opinion, the Bundesliga suits Sancho. It's fast paced. It's, you know, there's not as much sort of tactical. I can't even say the word. There's not as much sort of tactical mindset about it, is there? Like, you can go there. I will happily pay his wages. I know it's not good for business, but what is he on? He is on 220 quid a week. He can go anywhere. Just go and get game time. Just literally go and get game time. He can go to any of them leagues. I saw Carlisle in there. He'll absolutely destroy that league. He can then come back. We'll see where he is. If not, we can sell him. I'll give everybody a chance, but we ain't just going to use them to the sake of using them. Is he actually going to do... He's really nothing to worry about, is he? He may as well go. I don't really want... Yeah. See, they're not interested in him. That surprises me. Lille don't even want Joshua Xerxes, despite having, I would argue, quite a good loan spell. 7 goals, 3 assists. Does anyone else think that's a little bit... If I was Lille, I'd sell him for 15 million. I think that's very silly of them, personally. I don't think he's going to want to go either, is he? No, of course he isn't. It's going to be difficult. And the same with Sancho. Again, I can understand that. But these players are not easy to keep. To sell. I don't want to keep him. Definitely don't want to keep him. Wow, that's a statement. Right, what I think we're going to do... We're going in with a couple of goals here, but because it is a semi-final, I will go in with a very, very strong team, just to get us to the final for the next stream. Hopefully. And we'll go from there. Because I think this will be... It's not a massive trophy, but if we can get to the final, why not? Are we on full game? We're not. Okay. It's a highlight for them from the rip. That's not good. It's never good. Well in. That's so unlucky. Well in again. I'm also going to make a decision on the right back because Van Ewick started off hot. He's become pretty frustrating to watch. So if there is a better right back on the market, we might consider offloading Mazraoui and having Ewick as backup and bringing in a star right back. Money can be spent on this team, trust me. There's money to be spent on this team. There is money to be spent on this team. And sometimes when you spend money, you get that going on. That is a strike from Caicedo. And our goal advantage has been halved inside of 1 minute. And I'm not going to discredit anyone because it's a strike. It's an absolute finish. I'm not going to slate anyone. Maybe we could have sort of stopped the shot, get a little bit, stuck in, but we've got a chance of our own now with Ahmad. And that's the difference. Ahmad has been very disappointing. Very disappointing. Now, I won't sell him because he is literally Manchester United through and through. But he has been very disappointing for me this year. Very disappointing, to be honest. He's done nothing, really. Nothing crazy. I won't sell him before anyone starts panicking, but not really happy with him. And we've given away a penalty, and that was Cobby. So that lead advantage is probably going to be gone inside of 12 minutes. If Onana saves this, that is 5 penalties saved. No, 6 penalties saved in 8. If he saves this. He doesn't. Fair, I'm not going to slate in. That's the advantage gone. Stamford Bridge for you. And now I can't go... I didn't want to start off too defensive. I don't want to go now crazy attacking. We are now just going to have to firm it and hope we get back into the game. We have offered nothing. We've got a very good team out on the pitch right now. We've got a very good team. We've got a strong back line. We've got a good midfield. Probably our best attack minus Rashford. So we are going to... we'll probably bring him on, to be fair. It's not even disrespect to Garnacho. It's just we need our... Well, he is our best player for goals. Okay. It's an own goal, but Diallo did do very well there. I slate Euro, he does something well. Diallo, slate him, he does something well. At least it's a goal. At least it's a goal. We'll take it. We'll take it. Right. A little bit lucky, though, isn't it? Thomas, into Ugarte, into Ahmad. Okay, is he now going to start playing well? He's now going to start playing well, isn't he? That's not bad from the right back either, who I also slated. This is going to be a tough game now, though. 2 goals in 13 minutes. Both well-constructed goals as well. Well, the penalty, the build-up for the pen was. I still am going to get Rashford on, though, because he has been very, very good. Is he on the bench? He is on the bench. That's lucky. That's good. I think that's going to be it for this half. I think that's going to be it. Okay, we are going to get Rashford on. Purely because he is our top goal scorer. Nothing disrespectful for Garnacho. I just want to get him on because I think he can get a goal. I genuinely believe he can. And I think what we've done with Rashford this season so far has actually been really good. So I'm going to go and say it now to people that might not like the shout. We are going to keep him. Unless we get... If we get 90 million, 80 and above, that's a penalty. Maybe not. I might consider it. But I don't think we will get that, so he will be staying. Is he onside? Coyote's a very good option. Frimpong as well, good option. I think that's almost too good to be true to be onside. Hey, what's good, Super Frezzy? Wow. Wow. One of the better goals we've probably scored today. Good build-up. Great play from the right back into Ugarte, who has done several of that today. Played it over to Ahmad, first time into Sesko. Very, very good. Very, very good finish. And we now are sort of in the same position that we were at the start of the game. So it's quite weird you see a team have to concede 2 to start performing well. Reminds me of the Ollie days, to be honest. But at the end of the day, if we're winning games, we're winning games. Rashford, Ugarte. I'm sorry, chat. I'm almost a bit speechless to what I'm saying here. Is he onside? This isn't just football. This is really good football. Mainu, Malacia, Rashford, Ugarte again, right back again. The right back's been putting in a shift since I've been slating him. I'm watching it again. We will get Shaw on in case he gets injured, Malacia. Just look at the play here. The build-up, the movement. Great, but that is really good, by the way, from Malacia. Just to come back, get back onside. Instant ball in to Rashford, who also finds the ball. Ugarte, who has been, I'll say it, probably our best player today, at least up there, because just look at him. Is it, again, a first-time pass? It is. No look, first-time pass. A great ball in, and Sesko just doing Sesko things. It's a very, very, very strong performance. And, well, I say strong, we've conceded 2, so let's be fair. But, attacking-wise, we've been nothing short of... Again, right-hand side. Again, Amad Diallo, who, again, I slated. Hey, what's good? Welcome in, mate. Welcome in, Frezzy. If you are new, please do subscribe and leave a like, because we are sadly coming towards the end of the stream, because we are going to be live for probably just until this game finishes. We've been live for a few hours, but if you do like the initial vibe, it would mean so much to see you again, because we are live a lot, and we are going to have a cup final to play in the next stream. and and he gets injured as soon as I start a thigh injury as well. That is not ideal. So if you do enjoy, please do subscribe if you're not already, and do leave a like, because we are going to be live a lot. Next stream is going to be Friday, and it's going to be a big one, because we are going to be minimum in one final, which is going to be the Carabao Cup. But we're in the title race. We're in the Europa League sort of final debate as well. We're still in the FA Cup. We are in absolutely everything, and we are genuinely making a statement. A big statement's been made, and we've also got transfers to do next stream as well, to be fair. But we are going to end this stream on, I'm going to say, a real positive vibe. A real positive vibe. We had a dip in form here, a big dip in form. We then bounced back against Everton, struggled in these 2 games here, but look at this now. We are officially back in full flow. We've got the future decided on the left back. We know what we're doing. The team's in a good place. I'm going to save the game because I'll forget. I will forget. And I'm going to quickly say, just before I do dip out, can I quickly thank everyone for being in the stream today. Hopefully you are there Friday. I will put on the community on Friday when I'm going to go live, because I'm not entirely sure when that is going to be. It might be midday, it might be in the evening. And yeah, hopefully I see some of you boys back, because it's going to be, I mean, if you look what we've got to play in, we are in the business end of the season, and we're still up to win everything. Before I do go, a little last plug from me. These are the videos coming out. So on the second channel today, we have got a Girona rebuild coming out in just under 3 hours, 5 PM. And if you are interested in getting all of the rebuild files, all of the tactics, you know where to go by now. That Patreon right there. I'm only saying it a bit because there's 20% off. So if you do want to go and get all of my tactics from this year, you can do for a much cheaper price, and all the rebuilds, big giveaways. And yeah, that's going to be me done for today. Overall, I can leave quite happy. A good stream. We've recovered United to a certain level. And Friday,